Right, of course. And so, why don't you stream on Twitch?
That's the first question that you're going to ask him? Why he doesn't stream on Twitch? Brother, there's so many more questions we want to know.
It's a good question.
I mean, wouldn't you just make more money? Like, I mean, you're streaming on Kick, you're streaming on YouTube. Like, I mean, at least on Twitch, like, because here's the way I see it, right? Is that if you're streaming on Twitch, you can at least make some money from ads. But, like, if you're streaming on YouTube, how the fuck do you make any money? Because, like, you're going to get, like, fucking super chats, maybe, or, like, a subscription. But that's about it, right?
No, no. Phil makes money through advertisers. He gets ads on his channel. Just like anyone else.
No, I mean, I get ad revenue on every stream that I do on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's not like...
if it were a video playing.
Yeah, it's not like Twitch, though. Twitch pays way more.
What the fuck is going on? Is Twitch way more than YouTube? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't make enough money to be able to talk about that. I don't make enough money on either platform through ads to be able to talk about that. Asmongold would definitely know more about that than I would.
Twitch pays way more for ads?
They still do. They still do. If you're not like me, like for me, I like talking about politics, and so I get paid about 3 cents a day. But if you don't do that, you get thousands of dollars. I mean, if you get enough viewers. Yeah.
Well, I did stream on Twitch for a while.
Why'd you stop?
And well, I stopped in 2021 because my detractors in 2021 actually put together this package of stuff that was like clips of me from over a decade before. So when I started, you know, I've been streaming since 2008. Okay, well, not streaming, excuse me. I've been a YouTuber since 2008. And back then, it was the Wild West, and everyone said and did whatever they wanted to try to get like shock value out of the audience. You know, back then my audience was all teenagers, so I'm doing like over-the-top sexualized dialogue about women's tits in the video game all the time, and I'm doing racial commentary, like racial jokes and stuff like that.
Oh, it sounds like my channel today. Let's go, boys. Let's go. You know, Phil. What? Phil used to be based? Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I did that a couple days ago.
Well, there you go. See, I did it 15 years ago, and people found it back then funny. Today, they find it offensive.
No, they don't.
And so, well, you're right, but at the same time,
you got to bring those back.
Culture aspect.
Yeah, no, there are annoying Karens on the internet that are like that. You're right. You're right. No, it's true. And in 2008, they were not on the internet, and now they are.
That's right.
Yes. So
in 2021, my detractors put together this package of like clips from 2010. You know, there was this one time I did a little demo playthrough of a game called Dead Space 2. You probably have heard of it.
Yes.
And I made Nazi jokes. Terrible, right? But I made Nazi jokes. So they take that, and then they take a comment about me saying something, you know, something racial about Asians or something.
He was making Nazi jokes. I did not see that coming. It's a Gundam is living rent-free in this guy's head. True.
Something, and it's all like 15 years old. And they sent it to everyone. They sent it to Teespring, I had a partnership with. They sent it to the Twitch partner program team. They sent it to everyone. And in 2021 context, all these teams looked at this and said, oh, this guy's a horrible racist bigot. And like overnight in like 2021, I got kicked out of everything. I got kicked out of the Twitch partner program. I got kicked off Teespring. I got kicked off of every one of these pop-up services. You know how you get pop-ups on your stream for contributions? They all canceled me. They all said, oh, you're offensive. You're canceled. And I'm like, for what? Like, what did I do? And they'd be like, oh, well, you said hateful things. What did I say? Because I haven't done this kind of content since like 2010.
Yeah.
So what the hell are you talking about? And Twitch specifically, their lawyers wrote me back and said, oh, we actually don't have any legal obligation to say what you did wrong. And we're actually not going to tell you what you did wrong at all. If you want to reapply for the partner program, come back in a year, but too bad.
Okay.
And I was like, how could I ever improve my content, make sure that I'm in line with your platform's terms of service if you don't tell me what I actually did wrong? And their attitude was, we don't care. Too bad. And I was like, all right, well, I'll see if I can still make some money streaming on Twitch even without the partner program. So for about another month, I was streaming on Twitch, and I was just trying to take in like tips and contributions and stuff like that. One day I'm streaming the game Returnal. You remember that game?
Yes.
And you remember how high action that game was. Like there's shit.
It was
flying at you from
it
every
was a lot of shit
direction.
going on. Yeah.
Very frenetic. So in the middle of me playing it, I'm reading something off the screen, and I get attacked from the side, and I'm like, oh shit, blah, blah, blah. And I like got tongue tied.
Did you accidentally say the N-word?
No, it sounded almost like I did, but I definitely didn't say it because I was reading the screen. You could see what I was actually trying to say when I got interrupted.
Yeah.
And they suspended me. And I'm like, how could you suspend me? I didn't do anything. Oh, well, you said the N-word. I was like, no, I didn't. Watch it back. Within an hour, they unsuspended me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to stream on a platform where, number one, at any moment, you're going to accuse me of being like a hateful bigot.
Yeah.
But then you won't justify what you're saying. You won't even send me evidence of me doing anything wrong, violating your terms. And you take away my ability to monetize my streams. That's number one.
We got Demon of Japan saying, I enjoyed this besides Phil lying and coping. Yeah, there was a lot of lying and there was a lot of coping. The lying and the coping was very numerous. In fact, most of what Phil said was a lie. Now, I'm not saying that he has to act in a completely neutral and arbitrary way. I mean, he is trying to defend himself here. But at the end of the day, Phil has hundreds of hours of content on the internet. We know the reason why Phil is a lolcow, and it isn't because some random haters are out there, just making his life miserable. No, this guy has been an arrogant retard for a long time. And lest we not forget, Darkside Phil has had some, let's just say, less than flattering moments. Less than flattering moments on the internet. So do not tell me, do not sit there and lie to my face as though Phil is just some poor innocent victim that, oh man. Oh, that's fucking gross. Oh, good God. A little pre-stream, why are we watching a dude jack off? That's a very good question. Why are we watching that? Why are we watching Darkside Phil? Yeah. He says, oh, he knew the cameras were on. Whether he did or didn't, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, I could smell the room. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. By the way, that was Darkside Phil. You got Sojourn saying, well, I picked a moment to join. That's true. That's true. You did. You picked the perfect time. You got right as Dark Side Phil was finishing. He's doing his pre-stream ritual. Oops, the camera's on. Oh gosh. Oh brother.
For one, and then on top of that, even if I try to survive and make a living otherwise, like, okay, I'll just take tips or whatever, then you're going to suspend me on a whim for something I literally didn't do because my trolls flagged the stream. And at that point, I said, I don't want to be here anymore. And I stepped away, and ever since I've been a full-time YouTube streamer, and for the last year, I've also co-streamed on Kick, and that's how I make my living. So I don't want to be on Twitch. I don't want to be on a place that's unprofessional, and at a moment's notice, they're going to cancel me when I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm going to be honest. So, like, do you think that you were a victim of cancel culture?
I was a victim of a group of people on the internet who really don't like me taking advantage of cancel culture.
Well,
that's what it was, because
okay.
Twitch didn't give a shit.
I think
Twitch
that's
didn't
kind of
care.
based. It is. I mean, now, I mean, things have changed a lot.
As kind of based. Based on what? Oh, brother. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to get through. Because Phil was not just banned arbitrarily. Like, the picture he's painting is, poor innocent Phil is just sitting there, minding his own business, jacking off in front of the stream. But he's just minding his own business, and the evil haters of the internet are coming around to, try to ruin his life. No, the reality is that DSP, from everything that I've seen of this guy, from everything that I've learned over the past couple of days, from everything that I've learned from his career, this was a guy that from the first was somebody that was the textbook definition of a lolcow. He was somebody that would constantly do things wrong and then refuse to take accountability. And he was gross and just unctuous and people would point out all these things and he would mold about it. This guy morphed himself into a lolcow. It wasn't even that the internet turned him in. The internet can't turn you into a lolcow. They can't. That's a choice that you make. And Phil made the choice.
Since then, 2021 was a different universe, as I'm sure that you know. But so you're talking about, I know that some of my viewers might not be familiar with this. You're talking about this term detractors. Can you expand on that?
So there's a difference between an internet troll and a detractor. Okay, an internet troll is just someone who wants to make fun of you, razz you every once in a while. A detractor is someone who is absolutely dedicated to your downfall.
Okay.
Someone who spends untold amounts of time watching and stalking your content, trying to nitpick, trying to find flaws in your character so that then they can highlight them and try to make you look bad for personal gain. That's what I consider
So do you think that they really want you to fail, or they just...
Asmongold and I are very, very intimately familiar with this. Asmongold has this all the time. When people don't like what Asmongold says, they say, oh, you're going to listen to this guy who has a dead rat as an alarm clock? And for me, they're like, oh, are you really going to listen to this guy who is a lolicon Nuxtaku fan? Everyone has their justifications or reasons. But most of the time, it's absolutely fucking bullshit. And I think Phil is correct in that way, that there are people on the internet that do fall into that category of not being credible or good faith or anything like that. They just want to exist to watch you fall. But that's true of any content creator. That's true of anyone. I mean, absolutely anyone. Hassan, Pokemon, myself, Asmongold, Tectone, Nuxtaku, all these content creators have people that genuinely don't like them and want them to fall. It's true. But apparently DSP thinks, well, everything is their fault. Get the fuck out of here.
want to, like, I think that they want to keep you down, but they don't want you to fail, because if it's like kind of like harvesting a crop in a way, right? Because like if they totally get rid of your content, then as you said, they're not going to make any fucking money. So they want you to succeed, but just in a very, very limited way, right?
I would say to some extent you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
A lot of them, that is their game. The problem is, it's not necessarily the people making the content that's the problem. It's
Right.
the people that watch their content.
Oh.
They don't understand the content.
So
of
I'm the
content,
problem.
And then they come after me. Oh, no, not you. I'm saying like some of their like diehard fans
Yeah.
have done some pretty fucked up stuff to me and my family. And not just me. I'm talking anyone who's considered a lolcow on the internet or
Yes.
whatever. The extent that these people go, they don't understand that, okay, this is all a joke. Let's make fun of them. Let's make some money on it. Listen, that goes hand in hand. I get that. But if then you're going to try to go out of your way to get me to lose my livelihood completely, you're actually going to try to harass people in real life, to try to stalk people in real life. That's when it gets crazy.
So
that's when you.
it's kind of like professional wrestling, right? Where it's like some people, like, they understand that it's kind of a joke and it's for fun, and, you know, like, there's like tongue-in-cheek humor to it, but there's some people that take it too far.
I would agree with that statement. Yes.
And while we're on the topic of wrestling, there has
Here we
been.
go. Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead. Preface it.
I just want.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to preface it. Actually, I want to say something different. Actually, before we start, because here's the problem, which you may not be aware of.
Right.
Okay. By the way, I want to thank you for giving me this platform, being
Of
able
course.
to speak with you today, because you
Thanks
have
for
a
coming on.
ridiculous amount of viewership, and this is awesome that I get
Yeah.
to actually talk with you and say my piece and all this.
Sure.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
FYI, I'm in a unique situation. I have so many detractors, okay, that when you react to my stuff, you watch a detractor video or whatever, you might think, hey, well, this is cool. I'm giving Phil the rub, right? I'm watching some of Phil's content today. Maybe some people will head over and check him out or whatever, and that's a positive outcome from you watching my content.
Yes.
The problem here is that's not the case, because my detractors every single day live restream my streams illegally. Okay, it's not like they're adding commentary or criticism. They're just live restreaming just to say, hey, watch it over here so Phil doesn't make any money or get any attention. They steal my content. Right now, they're ripping this video, and they will have it on their channel before I can have it live on mine. So the problem is, you watch the content, and they say, oh, DSP, let me go find him. And they go to YouTube, they type in DSP, and all they get in the search is my detractor.
It's about you being an idiot, basically, right?
They can never find my channel.
Yeah.
Like, there was a case in point earlier this year. There was a guy in the fighting game community. He had heard one of my takes on the recent Street Fighter game, and he responded to it, but he couldn't find my actual content. He only found the detractor clips that looked like shit. You know, they were all fuzzy and shit.
Right.
And he's like, I want to talk to Phil. Can anyone tell me what his real channel is? And no one could. No one could even tell him my real channel.
So I just searched DSP myself. So DSP tries it Memeology 101. Is this your main channel? That's not your main channel. Okay, let's scroll down. How about Raw Phil? Is that your main channel?
Nope. He's my number one thief.
Okay, well, here's another one. I even recognize this name, Duty Streams. This one also isn't your main channel either, right?
Nope. These are all my detractors.
Okay, all right. Mighty D. This isn't you, is it?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, Robust Urban Garlic. All right. This is, again, not you. All right.
I think so.
So I think that you're actually right about this. I don't, where, the Snort Burnell. That's you. No.
Well, I do snort sometimes on the stream, but no, that's not my channel, sadly.
So you so you snorted before on the stream, and this has got to be Photoshop. Yeah, okay, that one's Photoshop. All right, that looks like my hair, not yours.
Okay.
And
so could I actually tell people my channel, so if they want to check it out, they have an opportunity?
You know what?
Chance?
I mean, we're not going to find it here, so I think you have to.
Okay, my main channel where I stream every single day, well, almost every day. It's usually around 5 to 6 days a week. It's youtube.com/DSP Gaming. Okay, my channel is so old. You don't need the @ symbol to find it. It's actually hard-coded DSP Gaming. It's been around for 15 plus years. And there's tons of content. I mean, this thing is like a repository of ridiculous amounts of game playthroughs that I've done. I do have another channel that's DSP Reacts. That one is @DSP Reacts. That one I don't use that much. I do fast food reviews.
Yeah, I did see that. Raw Phil gets more views restreaming DSP than DSP. Big shout out to the detractors. Yeah, I actually I find Kino Casino to be very entertaining. I find them to be very entertaining, and the fact is that Asmongold, I think that he's the wrong person to do this, because Asmongold, when he is face to face, has an agreeable personality, and unfortunately in this situation you need somebody to call Phil out on his shit.
Reviews on there. So if you want to check that out, you can. But it's DSP Gaming is where you can find me. So if anyone...
Well, and I mean, on Asmongold's channel, of millions of people, on Asmongold's channel, this guy is shouting out his channel. Yeah, I'm sub to Raw Phil because Phil banned me. Yeah. So, why would you not go over there and have a group of people that can engage with the content? Now, I understand the idea that, you're just live streaming without any commentary. I understand that. But at the same time, like, why would people, so Heat Miser or Snow Miser, Asmongold lacks context, lore, and history. True. Yeah, the thing is, Asmongold is looking at this like, this is content for me. People are gonna clip and and watch this and spread this. He doesn't really give a shit. I agree. He is too agreeable and doesn't do well in debates. He had a debate with Hassan, and even I think he lost it. Yeah, and Asman admits he's not a debater. And I wouldn't expect him to do debates. This is more like a casual conversation. But when you have somebody like DSP that is a serial liar, you are going to... You're going to need to do a little bit more due diligence. At least that's my opinion.
Everyone's watching this. I just want to give the guy a look. Please actually watch the real channel, because then you'll actually see the content. You know, it'll be nice instead of just the detractors getting a rub.
Okay, all right. So basically, these detractors have completely taken over.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Zafan says, guys, not every conversation people have on the internet is debate. No, true. But even an interview, like it doesn't have to be a debate like Andrew Wilson, but even an interview, you can push back a little bit. You can pull up some stuff. Like, if I were Asman, the way I would have handled this is I would have gone to DSP's top detractors and I would have asked them for some questions that may be juicy and interesting that people would want answers to. And I would create a list, and then I'd pick, okay, maybe this one's a little too far. I would narrow down the list. But I would actually go to people that are intimately familiar and then work to create a list of questions based on that truth and people that have evidenced it more than me. DSP is a disgusting freak who jerked off on camera. I'm not forgetting that, by the way. Eli Bedakovic, yeah, I actually played that clip. I actually played that clip. Yeah, so you're not forgetting it. I'm not forgetting it. We're not forgetting it. Let's see here. Let's go all the way back.
Or your YouTube algorithm, and now nobody actually watches you. Like, you're a well-known figure on the internet, but nobody actually watches you.
You're right. Right now, more people are watching the restreams of my stream than my stream.
How did this happen?
A combination of factors. The big one that actually sunk my channel was that in 2015, this is 10 years ago,
yeah,
a detractor hit me with a whole bunch of false copyright strikes. And this is when the copyright strike thing was really abusable. Okay?
Yeah.
I was a partner with Machinima Network back then, and they had a meeting with YouTube about it. And YouTube says to Machinima, Phil needs to delete any videos on his channel where these detractors could actually hit him with a false copyright strike.
Whenever I was asking about the detractors, why do you think that you have detractors?
See, there's a million reasons why. And listen, I'm not going to...
Are any of them your fault?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was just going to say. I was going to say, there's no way that I'm going to say it's never my fault.
Okay.
It's not my fault. This all started back in around 2011 and 2012.
All right.
Okay, so for a little bit of history lesson, I started on YouTube in 2008.
Yeah.
I started doing this for a living in 2011. And at one point, I was actually one of the bigger, not the biggest, but one of the bigger Let's Players on YouTube. Okay, I was getting 10 to 20 million views a month on my main channel at that time.
Okay.
And what happened was, I thought, I got too big in my own head. I got a big ego. Okay, I thought my content's the best, right? It's the best playthroughs out there. And people started to throw me criticism and like, Phil, dude, it's 2011. You're not even doing direct capture. You're using a camera to record your TV. What are you, stupid? Like, you're making money. Why don't you go get a capture device? Why don't you do this and do that to improve? And I was very stubborn. I basically would always like clap back and argue, and I'd be like, no, my content's good as it is. I know I like to do it the way I do it. I'm not going to listen to any criticism or whatever.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is...
So you guys will let me know if I increased the speed to 1.5x. You guys let me know if it's too annoying or too like jittery. I think it's fine. But if you guys have a problem like with the audio, just let me know and I can change it back. But yeah, I thought putting it at 1.5 times would be better to get through this because it's a long video. It's a very long video. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. If you guys have a problem with the audio being at 1.5 times, just let me know.
One person made a video called "This is how you don't play," and I'm sure you've seen some of them.
I've seen it.
This is how you don't play. Az was like, yeah, I've seen it. Az was like, yeah, I've seen it. More people have watched the "This is how you don't play" video than actual DSP's video. It's true.
Yeah.
So the original one, I believe, was Metal Gear Solid 2, and this video was just a montage of me sucking at the game. Every stupid thing I did, every mistake I made, every dumb piece of commentary I said, all thrown into one. It was a very entertaining video. People loved it, and it got like 1 million views on YouTube. So, me being very stupid and big-headed back then.
Yes.
Did I respond positively and be like, wow, that's great. Maybe I should buy into this. Maybe I'll make my own videos razzing myself or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm an idiot. I'm a big-headed, stubborn idiot. And instead, I start like getting pissed at the guy. I start insulting him, saying he's stealing my content. He did that without my permission.
Aren't you doing that now? Weren't you just doing that now? Like, because the detractors, you're saying that they were re-uploading your content and they're doing the same thing? Because you just said that like 10 minutes ago.
You're right, and the difference is today, they're doing absolutely nothing transformative whatsoever.
Okay.
They are literally just stealing the content, and like that Raw Phil channel you just mentioned, all he does is rip my shit plain, and just puts it on his channel.
Right.
He's not making a criticism, he's not reviewing my content, he's just fucking stealing it.
Okay.
That's the difference between today and back then. Back then, this is how you don't play, 100% today in context, it's a great video, it's totally a transformative work, he had the right to make it. But now I've grown and I understand that, back then I was an asshole. Okay, so I basically came across to the internet as this elitist asshole. I'm better than you. I know what I'm doing, and I became the butt of everyone's joke. All of a sudden, it was more fun to laugh at Phil than with Phil. And
there's
this big movement started.
So it was a movement against you, and so you think that you kind of egg this on by just kind of being a I guess like oppositional to what people would say and having an ego, etc. That's pretty much how it happened.
Absolutely, it's that beginning portion of that was my fault, 100%.
So what about now though? Like, why do they? Because like I've seen a number of these videos, and I'll admit it does seem like you ask for money a lot.
He does ask for money a lot. He begs for money a lot. He demands money a lot. Guys, I need your money. I need your cash. Guys, if you don't give me money, if you don't give me money right now, we're going to watch the rest of the video without the window. That's right, guys. I'm holding this stream hostage. Like, that is how I feel that DSP runs his channel. Like, guys, I'm taking away. You know what? No tactical bacon for you. No tactical bacon for you. And it's like my response to DSP when he does that is, yeah, he's an e-beggar. That's true. Yeah. And it's fucking annoying. And it's weird. And he deserves a lot more criticism for it.
It seems like you do it a lot. Like, so, because like, for example,
here's the thing.
Well, like,
okay, go ahead.
So there was a donation goal for you to wear a hat.
Yes.
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 So, okay, please continue.
Continue what?
Expand
Yes,
on that.
there's a donation goal
Okay,
for a
expand.
hat.
So how does that work, right? How much money was it? What kind of hat was it? Was the chat able to decide it? How does the hat goal work?
I had tiered rewards for a few years there. I'd say 3-4 years almost.
Yeah.
Probably, where every stream I would have, like, if I hit a certain threshold of support, I would put on a hat of your choice. I would put on a vest of your choice. The vest was a big one.
Oh, okay.
For a long time, I was hitting a goal and I would put on a vest. People freaked out.
Yeah.
I had like 10 different vests that I would put on during the stream. The running joke was, when you go tune into one of these booby streamers, right? You give them money and they're gonna take clothes off. They're gonna jump in a hot tub. Well, DSP does it the other way. You give me money, I'm gonna put shit on.
Okay, all right, I like that. Sounds good. Makes sense.
Cover up.
So the DSP's vest streak comes to a miserable end. This is from 5 years ago. So you've been doing these vest streaks for a while.
The vest streak was when the vest started, which was early that year, and it lasted like maybe 4 or 5 months. Then after that, it was just an ongoing thing that I would do. We didn't always hit a goal, and I didn't always do that. Like, I wouldn't always put on a vest, or it would only be if I hit a goal of support for a stream or something like that. Just a silly thing to do with the viewers. And that, I would say that was until about 1.5 years ago. That's probably when I stopped doing it.
Why'd you stop?
So, I got tired of it. It was just stupid.
You
Like,
ran out
it
of
got to
vests?
the point where it's old, and it's just, it's played out. It was silly for a while, but then a lot of the times you have people come to the stream, and the only reason they're there is because, oh, can we hit the vest goal today? Well, that's not really why I'm streaming.
So it is like an e-girl.
What's that?
It is like an e-girl. They're there to see if she's going to wear the bikini.
Yeah, in some ways, you're absolutely right. I would say so. Yeah, it was the opposite thing, but yeah, it was kind of like that. And I got tired of it. I don't want to do that. I want to be making streams where people are showing up because they like the content I'm doing, whether it's the game playthrough or just hanging out with me, a podcast, whatever it is. I don't want them to be here to see if I'm putting on a vest today. I think that's stupid.
So it was that the vest content was too popular.
At one point, like, you're talking about the vest streak?
Yeah.
There were entire streams where, like, the entire chat is like, is he gonna hit the goal?
Right.
Is it the vest? The vest. I was like, guys, I'm playing a game. Can we, like, fucking talk about the game I'm playing over here? Like, I'm tired of this shit.
There's tons of girls that are like that on Twitch too. No, it's very common. And people objectify you, and they're not there for the game. They're there for you, and it's weird. And absolutely. So what about the hat though? Do you still do the hat goals?
No, that's like I said. I phased all that stuff out. In fact, just this last year, since people still bring it up from time to time, on Independence Day, I did a stupid event called Indivestance Day, where if we hit milestones of support again, we put on a hat and a vest again. It was like a throwback event, and I said, "You guys want to do it once a year? We'll do it once a year as a silly celebration." But I'm past doing that stuff.
So you decided. So you've divested from the vest streams. I think that's probably a good idea. So now, basically, instead of paying you to put on a vest, what do they pay you for now? Just for nothing?
Just to support the stream because they like the content and they want to see you continue. Here's the difference though, and again, this is the people that used to criticize me. They had a fair point, and now I think things have changed. As you can, actually, can you see me on camera? Like, do you
I
see
can
my
see
set
you.
and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
With the turkey in the background.
Yeah, as you can see, I put some money into my set recently. I upgraded everything. The camera's now nice HD quality and everything. Before that, I was in a lot of financial problems. I couldn't really afford to do anything that was high quality. So I was always the guy who made a living streaming, but his stream looked like shit. Right? Yeah. So now people have seen in the last year and a half, people started supporting me in droves. I was like, I'm going to show you, if you actually support me, I'm going to do the things that I wanted to do. I'm going to get a better mic. I'm going to get better headphones. I'm going to upgrade my set. I got 2.
Oh man, just like, guys, I need to beg because if I don't beg, I wouldn't have money to put all into my stream. Brother, you spent $25,000 on WWE champions. What do you like? Oh, I need to beg because if not, I'm broke. This guy is basically the quartering 2.0. Every week we get a thing, oh, the quartering's broke again. I'm sure most of you who watch Kino Casino have heard that before. Guys, I had a shitty stream and I wasn't making much money. How did you not have money when you were making 15 grand a month? Back in the early days, what, you spent it all? You pissed it away? DSP was making crazy good money. Crazy money. Life-changing money. Life-changing money. And he pissed about, I guarantee, if DSP admits to $25,000, I bet you that it's more like 50. I bet you, he said 25K, I bet you it's more than that. Because these people have a way of like compartmentalizing. I bet you it's more than 25 grand. Yeah. So this guy is making money hand over fist. And it's like the quartering, making money hand over fist. They're always incredibly rich. Guys, I'm making so much money. I'm so much richer than you. I'm so much better than you. And then they claim poverty at the same time. Guys, I need you to donate, we got to keep the lights on. It's like, these people are so fake and so phony and so dishonest. It's unfucking real. It's unreal. So you need, I was broke. I was having financial issues. With how much money? You made enough money that you should have been able to retire forever. But now you need to beg because, God, I just updated my background. You updated your background with what? Are you saying that you spent like a ton of money on that? Phil, if you spent more than like $100 on that background, you got ripped the fuck off. Yeah, no, Phil is not broke. His brain is broke. His wallet is not broke. It's like the quartering. It's a grift. Somebody who is genuinely broke doesn't have $50,000 to $75,000 plus to waste on a game like WWE Champions.
2 PCs now, so I can pump out, high quality gameplay and do these streams, co-stream and all of it. I mean, we're talking about upgrading again later this week. I'm going to look at Black Friday deals and possibly upgrade my desk and stuff like that. But that's the thing, people like the content enough that they want to support it. It's not about, I want to see him put on a vest anymore. I just like Phil and I want his content to continue and to improve.
So they just give you money because they like you, basically.
because they like the content,
Okay.
and some of them I'm sure like me too.
All right. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And so you've done this for a long time. You said you're in financial troubles. How's your financial situation now? Are you comfortable talking about that, or is that something you don't really talk about on stream?
I'm not going to talk about anything specific because sadly with these people, how obsessed they are with me.
Yes.
If I give them a single piece of information, they'll try to find a way to data mine it and find out shit. They've gotten into accounts of mine before. They didn't really mess up stuff, okay?
Well,
but
yeah.
in general, today I am way better off than I have been in a very, very long time. I even said to everyone just the other day, it looks like this year is probably the best year financially that I've had in over a decade.
Wow.
Like, no lie.
All right. Well, that's pretty good. So speaking of accounts and everything, there's been a lot of people that looked into a WWE wrestling gotcha game account, and they think that it's your account. I think the name of it, if I remember correctly, because I saw the video on it, I'll admit, was called Down from the Rafters. Is this something that you did?
Yes. Well, I'll tell the whole story for you.
Go ahead.
Right this way.
All right.
The audience will hear it and actually get the real story. So yeah, WWE Champions is one of many mobile games that I've played over the years. Okay, I actually played some before, like WWE Supercard. That was another one that I spent a lot of money on.
How much?
And this is in Supercard, I don't know. See, the thing is, I've never added it together. It's thousands upon thousands of dollars. I'll
Like
just say that right now.
thousands could be 400,000. It could be 3,000.
It's definitely not 400,000. That's for sure.
But like, if you had to give a guess,
I would have nothing if I spent $400,000 on these games.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, it's definitely thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't know. I never sit down and look and add it together or anything like that.
if you had to guess,
But if you really want me to guess,
I want you to guess.
All right, to be okay, let's put it in perspective. When I used to play WWE Supercard, okay, to even get the reward at the end of the event, to complete the event, you had to spend something like $700.
So they made you spend
I'm not
money.
kidding. You had to. What do you mean they made me? No, I chose to spend.
Okay,
money.
okay, all right, good. All right, because I've seen some gotcha games, right? Like, you get some people on that Genshin Impact game, they think that they're in love with the characters, so you can never be sure. All right, go ahead, continue.
No, I chose to spend the money. And, it's bad. Yes, at one point I was way overspending on these games.
Yes.
The only reason that WWE Champions is the one they bring up is because that's the one that they think they had the information, they've got the red-handed, they caught me and all of that.
They got you,
okay.
yeah.
I played WWE Champions. I own an account that was called one thing. I changed the name to Down from the Rafters. I spent a lot of money on it. And then years ago, I sold it. I got rid of it because I couldn't play it anymore because these people were actually harassing me so much trying to play it. They got me kicked out of every faction that I tried to join. They were trying to data mine fucking Discord servers and shit to figure out if I ever talked to anyone. I had enough.
Yeah.
So I sold it at a ridiculous discount. I just got rid of it. Now to this day.
How much was the Down from the Rafters account? How much money did you spend on that account total? Like, again, just ballpark.
Okay, let's think. I'll try to ballpark you. I will.
$10,000.
I would say, well, hold on, because WWE Champions started in 2017. Okay, that's when the game actually began.
8 years.
You couldn't really spend too much money in the early days. It was more like 2-3 years in that they changed it, and then all of a sudden you could start spending a lot of money. And it was about a year and a half that I really spent too much. Yeah, I mean, I would say this. I definitely spent, no exaggeration, I probably spent $10,000 on that game. Yeah.
$20,000.
That's a maybe.
$25,000.
Probably not.
$30,000.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. So it's between probably $15,000 and $25,000. Does that sound pretty accurate? Okay. All right, that's
probably.
good. So that's a lot of money to spend on a game like that.
That is. However, however, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to throw shade. However, I'm not trying to throw shade, but
How much do you think I've spent? Wait, hold up.
Well, okay.
Hold on.
This is your job, right?
Yes.
So, and this is like you're the Genshin guy. I think 200K.
That'd be a lot, wouldn't it? 200K, that's reasonable. What if I spent more than that? You think I'm a loser?
Well, it depends, because technically it's a write-off, so...
That's true. Mm.
300? You write off your Genshin goals? Smart.
I mean, I do.
Smart. Smart.
Higher.
350?
Higher.
400?
Higher.
500?
A little bit higher.
550?
Wait, on just Genshin?
Yeah, I spent $500,000 on Genshin Impact. How much?
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
And what?
Absolutely.
Why did you decide to play?
I could have been muted. Major L. Okay, so my point was not to compare Tectone and DSP. No, I like Tectone. I think Tectone's great. My point is, $25,000 is a lot of money, and it sounds like a lot of money until you realize that there are whales out there that spend a fortune, an absolute fortune on these games. And then $25,000 suddenly doesn't look like so much, even though $25,000 is a crazy amount. But there are people out there that spend a lot more than 25 grand. So I just want to keep that in perspective here. That while Phil may have spent a lot of money on this game, there are people that spend a whole hell of a lot more.
Play that game instead of like Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rail? What was? I guess like you're a fan of wrestling.
I was a fan of wrestling. I'd already played WWE Supercard. I got tired of it, and I started moving over to like other games. And for the record, I do play other mobile games too. It's just that this is the one.
You played Uma Musume?
That people focus. What's that?
Have you ever played Uma Musume?
No.
Oh man. Okay, so you're playing all the bad mobile games then. Yeah, what's this?
Wait, which one is that? Is that the horse racing one?
Yeah, it's the horse game.
I know about it. Yeah, I never know. I don't play
Okay.
it. No.
All right.
But basically, my detractors, I guess someone suspected that the account was mine, and they came after me, and for years they harassed me, and for years, admittedly, I lied about it publicly. I just outright lied about it on stream, saying, no, I don't play that game. No, that's not me.
So were you embarrassed about it?
I was embarrassed about it. At one point, I would argue I knew I was overspending on it, but I kept doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it was bad. And so why am I talking about this publicly on my streams when my streams have nothing to do with this whatsoever? My streams are gameplay playthroughs and, vlogging. There's really no reason at all for me to be talking about this stuff publicly, but it keeps getting brought up like constantly in my content. So you're going to get to the point where I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm like, no, I didn't do it. Fuck this.
Wait, what's that? Phil also spent close to $450,000 on Hogan's? On Hogan's? $450,000? What is Hogan's? He wrote the polls off on his bankruptcy. Yikes. Oof. I mean, that is outrageous. If what you're saying is true, that sounds incredible. That is, wow. That is a lot of money.
Shut up, I get all angry. And of course, again, kind of similar to 10 years ago with the This Is How You Don't Play thing. Instead of playing it cool, instead of, being calm, I have that angry reaction, and that's what people want, right? That's the loud cow reaction that you want. And then it just extrapolates, you say no once, well now we have more information that is probably your account. Now we have more information. Oh my God, this is still coming up. All right, now, to tell you where we are today, okay, I don't play WWE Champions anymore. I quit. I'm done. I haven't played that game in months, and I'm done with it entirely.
What did your wife think about you playing the game? How did she feel about you spending that much money?
She knew.
Obviously, wait, did she know, like, if you asked, if I were to ask her how much money does she think that you spent on that game, what would the answer, what would the number that she would give you be?
She would probably say like thousands, is what she would.
Yeah, but like we're going back to this, like, okay, so probably like, okay, but she'll probably assume that it would be a lot less than what you did spend.
I don't know.
You don't know, okay.
I never told. Again,
so she never got upset about you playing these games or anything like that.
No.
Okay. So you did this, and they found out that it was your game, because I saw you played. Then after it kind of got exposed and you admitted it, you actually ended up playing the WWE champions on your stream, right?
Oh, you mean when Jasper was over here and I took a picture, but oh no, you're talking about last year when I actually played the game on stream.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen you happier than whenever you were playing WWE champions on stream. Like that's like you were more locked in and excited about that game than like you were happier about that than you were about Elden Ring.
Because Elden Ring's all right. But the thing is with a game like that, okay, and with any game that has this factor of risk reward, right? Oh, you're gonna do a pull. Are you gonna get the good pull or whatever? You hype it up. For that stream, I was way hyping it up because people have been talking about this shit for so long. Here's my opportunity to take this shit that I've been eating for years and turn it into something positive that my viewers are into and everything. And it worked. There was a few streams there where people were excited. They were supporting the stream in droves. Hey, do more pulls. Okay. So, but the thing is, and here's the truth, it died out after like a month and a half. No one cared about it.
People get tired of watching it. Yeah, there's like a novelty to it. No, I've done gacha games on stream too. I know how it works. Yeah. So you've quit the game now.
Oh yeah, and that's like actually that was what kind of got me realizing this is stupid. Like it's just waste of time, waste of money. I'm not addicted to it anymore. At one point, I would argue, yeah, I was at a point, not like I said, not just Champions, but before that, there was Supercard, where I was kind of addicted, dropping $700 to play in an event. You know, like what the hell am I doing? But I'm out of that now. I don't do that anymore. I don't play that game. I'll be honest, I do play a couple mobile games, and I barely spend on them at all. Oh, I'm definitely not going to say, because if I do, these people will go harass the account, try to get me banned from the account, and they'll data mine it and do all kinds of fucked up shit. So I definitely am not going to say.
So why do you think they're so mad at you? Why are they so mad? Yes, and I'll do these viewers. They're very angry.
In general, or in regards to WWE champions?
Just in general. So I feel like there's a lot of these people, like, I mean, they really are upset about the fact that you are you. They don't like that.
They don't like me, and they don't like that I am me. You're right. You're absolutely
right. So how, like, why are they so mad?
It's a good question, because if you ask...
Okay, like, the framing of this question is ridiculous. Oh, why are they so mad at you, bro? Like, why don't you ask him a specific question about, like... There are many reasons why people are upset at Phil. I mean, obviously the begging and stuff is pathetic. But, I mean, there's a history here. Like, if I were in Asmongold's position, here's what I would do. I would have reached out to PPP or Andy Worski. I would have reached out to Keemstar. I would have reached out to all these people and be like, look, I'm having DSP on. I'd like to know, like, some of the details about the stuff if you're willing to share it. Get some of the details so you could ask him questions and then have the information ready if he bullshits. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Gundam. Yeah, that's nuts. The self-pleasuring on stream. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Yeah, you probably could pull, like, 100 of them. Why people shoot him as a lol cow. You know? I'll tell you what. If I ever... Like, if I were to ever come on stream and like, there was a webcam on and I'm sitting here and I'm jerking off on stream... And I'm going to town. Like, do you understand? I would not expect my audience to be like, all right. I wouldn't expect my detractors to be like, all right. No, I would be fucking humiliated and it would destroy me. If I were to go out there and do what Phil did, yeah, that would be horrifying. And people would rightfully be mad and disgusted and all that stuff. Yeah, Asmon is taking this position as an outsider, which is fine. But Asmongold is not really pushing back at all. And he sounds like Ben Shapiro, eh? It's more like Mark Levin.
Ask each and every one of them. I think they'll all have an answer, but the answer is just a meme. And then when you analyze the meme and you're like, well, do you actually know the truth behind what you're saying about Phil? They'll be like, well, no, it's just what the detractor said. I saw the video. You know? So I would love to hear, you know, actual people who aren't the detractors who are making this content to profit from it, but actual people who maybe watch their content to say to me, why is it that we don't like Phil so much? Okay, you said you've been watching this stuff for 10 years.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my answer. And it's not that I don't like you, by the way. I think you're fine. I think it's funny. I get the, I get it, right? But you ask for money a lot. Like, because, like, I'll see, like, there'll be a new video and it'll pop up on my YouTube recommendeds on my smart TV, and it will just show up. And it's like there's a new one like every day, and it's you talking about people like meeting a sub goal. Kick. Recently there was one about people on Kick that weren't supporting the stream as well, and supporting the stream is giving money. And I feel like it's a very, very common thing. And like, so how many times a day do you think you mention the amount of like people, like something in relation to you receiving money?
It depends. Every time I receive something, I do a shout out. So you could argue that every single time someone contributes, I'm talking about it.
Well, like whenever you make a call, how often do you make a call to action or draw attention to the fact that you can donate money to your stream? Like, what do you think your ratio is?
A lot.
Well, what do you mean? Like, no?
Every stream. Every stream. Like, you want to talk about percentages, like 99% of the time.
Just number of mentions? Do you mean the percentage of the actual stream?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I stream a lot. I stream every day from around 11:30 a.m. till around 4 p.m. And then I have a second stream that starts around like 6:37, and that goes till like 10. Okay, so you're talking about 8 hours of streaming a day.
Yeah.
All right. every morning when I start, I bring it up. I'll say, oh, here's where we are with our goals for the week, and here's what we're doing today with this and that, and here's how you can contribute. And then during the course of if I'm doing a podcast or whatever, I might bring it up like halfway through the podcast or to the end of the show. If we're near hitting a goal, like let's say for example we're at 100. Gotta get my kitty down. It's Jasper, everybody. Jasper.
Oh, there he is. You got little white feet. Yeah. It's fine. I don't think they mind it. It's okay.
No, everyone loves a cute animal.
Yeah.
So. But let's say, for example, we're getting close to a goal. Oh, we're at $100 out of the 150 goal for today. I'm going to bring it up, say, hey, we're there. We're in the home stretch, guys. Hey, please contribute if you like the content, And now, the thing is, I also my audience is here every day. I ham it up sometimes. I do it as a joke. I'll overly go overboard on purpose, and the audience knows it's a joke. But someone who clips it out of context and throws it out there, look what Phil did today.
Yeah.
I can't believe the audience is laughing at it. They're having fun with it. They know I'm not serious. They know that.
So they like it. What you're saying is they like you begging for money.
They think it's funny.
They want. Do you think that they want you to do it?
Do they want me to ask for contributions actively?
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
But they want me to succeed.
Okay.
They want me to be successful. For example, there was a day I actually tested it out. Not once did I ask for a contribution during an entire day.
So you went a whole day without asking for money?
Yes. I made $30.
Well, what's the average that you make? Well, okay, that's fine. But what's the average though?
I would say each stream. Oh wait. What's the average that I try to make a stream?
Yeah.
Or what's the average?
What's the average? A day.
Stream,
yeah, a day.
I have a goal, each stream that I do, I have a goal of $150, and I stream twice a day.
So you want $300 a day?
I would like that. I don't always get it. I do sometimes, and that's nice when I do.
What's the ratio that you get $300 in a day? Like how what percent? Do you get it half the time? 20% of the time?
I would have to analyze. I would say today I actually get it more often than not. Today,
wow.
It didn't used to be like that. It used to be a lot worse. And then what happened is in the last year and a half, I admitted to the WWE Champions thing. I apologized for it to everyone for lying over the years. I said, listen, it's in the past. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. As you can see, my money is actually going towards the set. It's going towards the business. It's going towards important things.
Yeah.
I'm out of financial distress thanks to you guys. Thank you so very much. I'm so grateful that my fans are supporting me in this way and allowing me to have kind of like a second chance at life because now things are better. I'm coming out of that tunnel that I was in there.
Yeah.
And they're coming out and supporting the content because of it, and I'm very grateful for it. But
he's full of shit. He's full of shit. But Asmon's not pushing back, so I mean, this is basically just being accepted. Asmon's just kind of nodding, yeah. But dude's full of shit. He's just lying. DSP's lying as easily as he breathes. No, we know that DSP begs. He begs all the time. It's a staple on his channel. It's one of the reasons why I criticize the quartering. I can't stand people that take this sort of approach. I've articulated it several times in this video, but the mentality this guy has is that I am owed that money. So it's not wrong for me to go out there and just demand it. Well, you can do it. It's legal, but we're going to criticize you for it because it's unsavory. It's gross. To beg your audience for money, to demand that they pay you for content.
What happens is the detractors clip these moments and say, oh, see, all he does is e-beg all day and he makes $20 a stream. That's not true at all. I'm actually doing really well for myself. I'm happy with where I am right now.
So if you're doing really well, why do you keep begging?
Because that's how it works. That's the formula.
So it's like basically you have to keep doing. You think that the more that you ask for money, the more money you get. Or is there like a but there's a min-max level of that where it's like you can get at a certain point, you ask the optimum amount of times and you get the optimum amount of money. Is that basically it? There's like a ratio?
Yes and no, because for me, what I find is it really depends on what I'm doing. Like, I've been around since 2008, right? So I have a variety of viewers who come for specific things. Like, I do variety content, complete different kinds of games. So there might be someone who comes by only when I play an RPG or someone who only comes by when I play an FPS.
Yeah, sure.
If I stand there and I just keep asking that audience over and over, it might not work. Or it could be that there's someone who's like, oh, crap, that's right, Phil's streaming, and, today I want to support him. And
so you're like reminding them to give you money. You're like, oh, they might have forgotten, and it's like, oh, shit, I forgot I had to give them $5.
Yes, and to be clear, because I see the reason that you're making, okay, and it's fine, I get it. Did you know that before I became a full-time streamer in 2017, that I was not someone who asked for contributions at all? In fact, I was staunchly against it, and I criticized it. So why? I mean, I guess so. So like, what happened? So I guess like you had another job. No. So
you were unemployed.
I was laid off from an office job that I had in 2010.
Okay.
Then I tried to make YouTube my living, and it worked. And that started in 2011. So from 2011 to 2017, the majority of my income was just ad revenue on videos on YouTube. And I wasn't doing streaming where I was asking for subs, asking for memberships, asking for super chats, asking for tips. I did have a Patreon at one point that I was using for like side projects and things. But for the most part,
would you shout out to Patreon?
Videos. No, I don't even. I barely use the Patreon anymore. It's like a legacy thing, so it's not even worth.
So basically, for a long time, you weren't asking for money, but then I guess like so whenever I'm assuming like the way that the timeline you're explaining it to me is, it seems like the reason why you started asking for money was probably because you got demonetized and like your YouTube revenue got fucked up. Is that what I'm assuming?
it wasn't demonetization. It was a combination of factors. I'd already mentioned the copyright strike thing in 2015. So my channel was always one of the highest ranked gaming channels on YouTube for a long time. And then in 2015, I got hit with all these false copyright strikes. Machinima/YouTube told me to delete a bunch of videos. So I did. And my channel got thrown right out of the recommended algorithm.
So, are you telling me that Phil was a Nepo baby like Pirate Software? Because Demon of Japan says his dad got him that job too. Well, it sounds a lot like Pirate Software.
Like every fall, I used to call it the hardcore gaming season. All the big AAA games come out in the fall, right? And so I get a giant boost of views. That year, I was removed from the algorithm. I had no additional viewers whatsoever in the fall. It was like flat. And so my revenue tanked. And I struggled for about 2 years there to try to stay afloat, still just trying to do ad revenue. I couldn't do it. It just continued this plateau, and I couldn't get any views from the algorithm anymore. It was kind of like my legacy viewers kept watching me, and that was it. So then I became a full-time live streamer in 2017, and then I started with the whole, the e-begging, whatever you want to call it, and I've been successful doing that for quite a while now.
Yeah, it seems that way. I mean, $300 a day is a lot of money. I mean, your channel, the DSP gaming channel, was in 2010, and you said you were uploading since 2008. So where was the original channel?
The original channel is just called Dark Side Phil. And that's really primitive stuff. That's old stuff. That's my original content, just camera. I wasn't even on camera in that content. You know, it was just kind of like recording my screen with a camera. Those are my oldest playthroughs.
Is that channel still active?
It is active. It's not even monetized. It's just legacy content if you want to go check it out. It's like 2.5 years where I did it as a hobby. I started before you could monetize gameplay videos. You could make $1 on a gameplay video. So I had passion for it. I liked doing it as a hobby for 2.5 years. And then in 2010, I said, I want to kind of do it a little bit more seriously. That Dark Side Phil channel had gotten a false copyright strike, and I said, let me start fresh. I'll make a new channel. So I did, and that's when DSP Gaming started in 2010.
Well, there was an accusation like people had that like you told people to click ads, and that's one of the reasons why you had your ad revenue taken away. Did you do that?
So here's the story. Okay. 2009, I did my first face reveal video. Okay.
Like Dream.
And all right, not exactly.
Okay, go ahead.
But similar, like people never thought that I would look like this. They thought, they always say my voice doesn't match the body. Like my voice, like I look different than I sound, I guess, right? So they were like shocked or whatever. Now, keep in mind back then, I was not making any money doing any of this. I didn't have monetized videos, but people liked my content. I've been doing it for just about a year, and people wanted to see more. Can you play this game? Can you get this console? Can you do this? And I was like, well, I can't monetize my gameplay videos, but what I could do is do like a vlogging channel and see if I can get that into the YouTube partner program. And it worked. It did. Like I got it monetized. And all I was doing over there was a few vlogs every week. I think this is when I actually started the DSP Tries It series, where I started like taste testing food and stuff like that. You know, it was just like try anything, because I could monetize that channel, make a few extra bucks. Didn't make a lot of money, but hey, every buck counts when this is your hobby and you're just trying to buy games and finance, you know, your hobby. So I did the face reveal video, and in the video, I brought up, hey, you know, I don't make any money on the gameplay, but if you were to go over to the vlogging channel and watch the videos and click the ads, it would help me out. Yeah, I actively said that 100%. It's in black and white. You can see it right now. It wasn't like intentional. Like at that point, I didn't even know that was a problem. Okay. Now here's where the narrative's broken, because my detractors will say, well, that's why you had all these financial problems, because you lost your monetization on YouTube. No, I lost my monetization on YouTube in December of 2010. That video was put up in like early to mid 2009. It had nothing to do with that video at all. Okay. Here's what really happened. Okay. I was working a full-time office job, and that was my real income. That's where I was paying my mortgage with and everything. Okay?
Oh, gosh.
I got laid off in October 2010.
And all of this prattling and whinging and... guys, let me tell you, the reason why I had a job in 2010, and this is what, like... All of this is just word salad to obfuscate from the fact that this guy spends the majority of his stream begging for fucking money. Well, you guys, you don't understand. In 2025, I have to beg for like 20 minutes on stream because, you see, in 2011, I had a job, and well, then I quit the job, and then I decided to become a YouTuber full-time, and I was making enough money that really people would kill for the level of income, but then I frittered it away, and then I spent like $100 on my background, and that made me broke. So now I need to beg people for money, but also at the same time, I'm doing very, very well. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're just talking to talk because you don't want to address the fact that you're begging for money. Every stream, you are begging. I want to do the happy merchant meme. What the fuck? You are begging every stream. You are making it the obligation of your audience to pay your fucking bills. Every stream, you guilt them, or you threaten to take away a bit of content they want. You are the problem. Oh, God. Like, this guy makes me mad to the fiber of my core. Because I've said this over and over. Ever since I started streaming, I've made it crystal fucking clear. If somebody donates to my stream, I have 2 rules. And these rules are non-negotiable. Number 1, you have to have enough income that you can comfortably donate. And when I say comfortably, I mean, there's not even a question. You've already paid for everything. You've got a huge cushion of disposable income. And you want to go $5 to the Templar to support his content, great. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's amazing. The other part of it is you have to want to do it. You shouldn't feel obligated or guilted or, oh, if I don't do this, I'm not going to get something from it. That is absolutely insane. It makes me fucking livid. It is the antithetical response to what I believe. Like, unreal. And yes, I understand. Phil, let me level with you, all right? When I do if I stream for like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and I don't get a single donation, I don't get a single super chat, I don't get anything, does it suck? Yeah, it kind of. You're like, okay, what can I do better to make the content that people want to engage and want to donate? You think, well, this is a problem. We need to have a conversation. We need to have a dialogue with the audience. No, I've never once gone on stream and at the end going, guys, we haven't received we haven't received a single super chat. So you need to come and you need to donate. You need to hit this goal. Like, you guys aren't doing good enough. You guys aren't doing your job. You guys aren't hitting the bare minimum. It's 3 hours on a Sunday. Like, all of this stuff makes me fucking furious because, first of all, it's not your obligation as the audience to pay us. The donation is a generosity. It is a benevolence on your part. You should not ever feel obligated to do so. It's an obligation. I went into the stream, so I have to give money. No, I've made this abundantly clear. Whether I make $500 on stream or whether I make 0, you should feel comfortable and engaged in the content. You should be able to come in here and enjoy it. There should never, ever, ever be an obligation on you, ever. When you do donate, I think that it is incumbent upon streamers to be grateful because that's your hard-earned money that you didn't have to, but you chose to donate to. And these people and the content creator space, they don't share my view. And it pisses me the fuck off. It makes me absolutely apoplectic. Because these people have no respect for individuals that actually earn their money. The working men and women. They don't care. Like, it's outrageous. You demand $300 per stream per day? Are you fucking mental? Anyway. Yeah. So, Phil, I leveled with you. Yeah, it sucks not to get a single super chat. You go on stream and you don't get anything, but if that happens, Phil, if that happens, you should be reflecting on what you can do to make your content better for them. What can I do to improve? How can I make the content better? How can I make it more engaging? How can I make it more compelling? How can I make this something that they want to engage with even more? Go to that next level. Phil, you do the opposite. Yeah. It's pretty fucking pathetic.
And there was no other jobs in that sector, basically the economy.
Well, that was during the 2008 recession. Yeah, of course.
It was a recession, right? I was like, dude, I just bought a condo, and I'm like, how am I gonna pay my mortgage? I don't have a job. What am I gonna do? Go get 2-3 part-time jobs, you know?
Sure.
So I said, all right, guys, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to figure this out, but in the meantime, I'm gonna double down on vlogging. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of vlogs because that's the content that's monetized. I still, even in 2010, you couldn't monetize gameplay yet. So I'm like, please, you know, let's go watch my content over there. And in 1 month, I went from making like $500 on ad revenue to like $15,000. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're making $15,000 a month at some point.
Yes, that was 2010, late 2010. Now this is the personal AdSense through YouTube.
So you were balling. Okay, that's pretty good.
And then the next month, I made $18,000.
Wow.
And YouTube said, there's something wrong here. How can this guy overnight go from making $500 to $13,000 to $18,000? This doesn't make sense. And they suspended my AdSense account and said, we think that there's invalid clicking activity. We think that you have people who are going to your ads and just going crazy on them because they feel bad for you because you lost your job.
So it's kind of like the vest thing, right? Where like everybody wanted, and the vest thing was so popular that you had to stop it. And it's the same thing with YouTube. That like it's a suffering from success. You came up too fast and they weren't ready for it.
In that case, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. Is people felt bad. Back then, I was like the underdog. Everyone liked my content and wanted to support me because I lost my job, and they all went overboard. And I lost my AdSense at that time.
Yes.
Later on, years later, I got it unsuspended and everything after a time period had passed. But that's when I ended up having to go get partnered with another company like Machinima to make revenue on YouTube again.
So okay, so all that happened, and now like, are you getting ad revenue on YouTube and everything is fine, right?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay, so everything's totally okay. There's no issues anymore. And so well, if I understand this, so like, okay, so you were not asking for money because you were getting ad revenue, and now you're getting ad revenue still, and you still ask for money. Is it just because it's not as much as it used to be? Is that pretty much it? Like, would there ever be, like, theoretically, right? If you got $15,000 a month now, because like, also, do you increase the amount of money that you try to get per year, like based off of inflation? Because I saw a video of like you asking for $300, and this was like 2 years ago. It's gone up a lot since then, right? So like, it should be like $315.
No, I mean, it's all just like kind of an arbitrary thing. I'm not sitting here with a calculator trying to figure out exactly what should be made, what does. I've tried different amounts.
How long have you done the $300 goal?
Probably all this year.
Well, it was 2 years ago, right? I mean, it was 2 years ago, and so I mean, like, when did you start doing it?
The $300 goal?
Yeah.
2 streams of 150. That was definitely this year. Now,
no,
because
it says
other things.
Because there's a YouTube video with a title that says that you've been doing it 2 years ago. So
well,
is the YouTube video lying? Okay.
No, I've changed the amounts over the year. Sometimes it was 100. There were times that it was 200. It's gone up and down based on what the market will bear, essentially.
So it is for inflation. Okay.
You got to test it. You got to see what people are willing to support with. You know what I mean?
Right.
And for the record, you're talking about the ad revenue thing. Do I have ad revenue right now? Yes, I do. Is it anywhere near what I used to make? Absolutely not. The ad revenue is tanked because my views are way low because everyone steals my content.
Yeah.
So I don't get a lot of views on my content anymore. My own content. The thing is, everyone knows DSP.
No,
everyone watches
no,
DSP.
no.
They just don't watch DSP on the...
No. The reason why nobody watches your stream, there are a couple reasons. Number one, you ban people. You ban a lot of people. And you've made a lot of enemies, which is fine. I mean, you're not obligated to kowtow to them at all. But a lot of it is that you've built a detractor army yourself. And, people just... Honestly, your content is not that good to watch unless there's another layer of entertainment. That's the truth. The detractors are funny. The detractors are entertaining. They're hilarious. And so watching your content through the lens of people that don't like you is funny. I know I've been going through something similar, but the fact is, people choose to watch from another platform because you ban people, and they know that the chat is not in your control, so you can't curate them and delete comments and stuff. And so, yeah, it's just basically the internet being the Wild West.
DSP gaming, they watch it everywhere else, so I don't make anything when you watch me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So the ad revenue is kind of it's nice to have a little bit of side income, but that's nothing like what it used to be. Back then, we're talking 10 years ago, everyone watched DSP on DSP gaming. I was making 10,000, 20,000 views on a gameplay video, just a raw gameplay video, you know? Now I make a few hundred. So it's pretty insane that the decline there, because people rip it right away, they restream it live, they put it on their channel before I even have a chance to get someone to watch it on mine.
I mean, there's a video here, and it has almost 5 million views, and it's about you. From Turkey Tom. It's this is longer than I think it might be longer than the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, there's a 4-hour documentary from last year from June the King, and I reacted to that whole thing.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, all right. So there's been a lot of these, and yeah. Well, by the way, it should be $325 now if you had started it 2 years ago. That's right. Yeah, so it should be a little bit higher. So if you were making, let's say, $15,000, is there? Well, let's just say, is there a number that's like semi-reasonable that you would get to, and you would say, okay, I'm now making this much money on my streams. I don't need to ask people for money anymore. Like, is there ever going to be a universe where you stop asking for money?
That's a good question, but okay, let's think of this reasonably, right? Like, cost of living.
Okay, so the answer is no.
Able to be self-sufficient. Okay. No, it's not true. Okay, here's people have said to me. Listen, I know. People ask me questions like this. One question that they ask me all the time. Phil, right now, let's say you were to win the lotto. Now, let's say you didn't become like insanely wealthy, but let's say you won $10-20 million.
That's pretty. That's pretty good.
Would you still stream? And the answer that I say, yes, I would still stream. It would be way decreased from what I do now. I wouldn't be doing 6 days a week. Maybe I do 2-3 days a week because I like doing it. But it would basically be my hobby. I would not accept contributions, or if I accepted contributions, I would donate them all because I don't need the money. I'm $20 million. I'm probably good for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't need to fucking do nothing, So that's it. Like, I love what I do. I do it for the passion of doing it. I'm not doing it to sit here and beg all day. I say to my audience all the time, I wish I didn't have to ask you guys for anything. It was awesome back in the day before the channel got screwed up. And the views plummeted and the ad revenue plummeted. It was just about playing the games. But now what's happened is I changed my content. Now I'm a more social streamer. Now a lot of the times it's more about hanging out and having a good time and conversing rather than the game. A lot of the more popular things I do are not necessarily like difficult games. It'll be like a chill game, a game where we're just sitting back and talking and relaxing when I play. You have that social element, and then people say, hey, well, I really liked what we did today. We hung out, we had a good time here. Here's a contribution. As opposed to, oh, here's a video you watched and I made ad revenue on it because you liked that I raged in the video. It's like a completely different kind of content, very different component.
So yeah, you have people that like you and they're going to give you money. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, I think that's the way streaming generally works. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, and you do exist inside of an ecosystem with other people that are similar to you. Who would you say like kind of has the same type of detractors that you have?
Oh, you're just talking about the lolcow universe.
Well, I didn't want to use that word, but yeah.
But listen, the thing is, I used to be so angry when people called me a lolcow, but now I understand. If you're a lolcow, it's not because of your choice. It's because people have made you a lolcow. Like, they have chosen to try to elicit a kind of reaction from you.
No. That's cope. No, Phil, you are a lolcow by your own doing. The internet does not just make you a lolcow, you make yourself a lolcow. Now, it is true in some cases people will call you a lolcow when you're not because, I mean, frankly, they're retarded, but the majority of the time, when somebody is called a lolcow, it's because they've done something to earn it. How can Dude Echo in a normal when he's got a... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage control, but he's not being honest. Like, there's so many controversies that he's been part of, things that he's instigated, things that he's done, and he's like, guys, I can't succeed because my detractors. No, you basically revealed the magician's code. There is no amount of money that you can make. Really, if we're being honest, there's no amount of money that you can make where you wouldn't then continue begging for money. That's the truth.
On stream, and you're human, you're going to give them that reaction every once in a while. That's what they want. Now you're a lolcow. They got the laugh out of you, right?
Right.
So, you could call me a lolcow. I don't care.
Okay.
Really, at this point, it's no big fucking deal.
I didn't know if it was like a slur or something, but okay, yeah, no, it's fine.
No.
So,
in truth, unless I'm not going to get offended at anything.
Yeah, I get it. I get
a murder or something.
Yeah, probably not. As far as I know. Okay, well, what do you think about? I'm going to give you some names, and I'm curious to get your opinion on some of these guys. What do you think about Wings of Redemption?
Like in general, or is he similar to me? Like,
in general? Like, would you consider him kind of similar to you?
In the situation that he's in with people who harass him every day, restream his stuff, steal his stuff, yes. We are similar in that regard, correct. Not the content we put out or the issues that people have with us. I think the issues they have with us are completely different. But the fact that they do the same, they try to elicit the response from him, they try to harass him, they try to mess with his income. Yeah, it's similar there.
Okay, well, what about Boogie? Boogie2988.
Yeah, I don't know, to be frank, I don't know much about him. Like, I know the content he used to make, and I don't know what level of, like, harassment or detractors he's had. I haven't really followed him that well to really answer that question fairly. Yeah. But to my understanding, yes, he's a lolcow. And, he's part of the whole lolcow live universe and all of that. Their content,
So what about Low Tier God?
Yeah, he has a community very similar where they data mine his stuff to find things that he's said and done.
The child support,
means things, the child support joke and all of that.
So you know about it even?
Yeah, of course.
Who in the lolcow universe deserves to be in the universe the least?
The least?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like, who is the most unfairly treated?
Asmongold, to be honest with you, I don't follow this stuff. I don't. Like, unlike a lot of these people who they get like into it because they try to like profit from it or ride with it, I try to just stay out of it. I always say like there's this big vortex around me. I'm kind of like the eye of the storm, but I don't pay attention to the storm. I'm just trying to do my own thing on stream every day. I want to stay out of the toxic shit. I don't want to try to benefit from the drama.
Right.
I don't even want to talk about that shit on my streams. I don't have drama streams and shit like that.
So you don't have so you don't really start drama with other people. You don't really talk about other people. Like I've seen a couple of clips of you talking about me, but this is like over the last 3 years, right? So like it's not really that often. And like especially for somebody like me.
Someone brings you up or someone will bring up an LTG, then I'll respond. But in general, it's a very rare occurrence where I'll just bring up, oh yeah, this asshole today did this, haha, let's laugh at them. Almost never. I would almost never do that. And I don't react to content like that either. Very rarely.
Okay, so that's kind of a good thing, I would say. Have you ever thought about doing that? Like starting like a lolcow podcast or like making more drama videos or anything like that? Or is it just not something that's interesting to you?
Well, first off, I mean, Keemstar wanted me to be part of the lolcow podcast.
What do you think about Keemstar?
It started. I think Keemstar is a smart guy in that he knows how to make content that people will watch and support.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with the content he makes, but that doesn't mean that I have to. Like, I can say, okay, that's not for me, but respect to the guy who actually was successful doing that content, right?
Okay,
I used to be a hater. I used to actually hate on that content and be a jerk about it, but now I'm like, why am I going to be a hater?
Who
I shouldn't be a hater.
do you hate?
Who do I hate?
Yes.
Do I hate a person?
Who do you hate? Whose content do you watch that makes you mad?
No one. I don't hate watch content at all.
So,
I don't.
All right. What about, how much do you know about pirate software?
Very little.
Do you know what happened with Pirate? All right, can you explain it to me?
From what I'm to understand.
I mean, DSP pretending that he doesn't know people and doesn't know drama and doesn't get involved is so hilarious to me. He's so full of shit. Like, oh man. If you gave DSP an enema, you could fit what was left in a matchbox. That's the truth. DSP is so full of shit. If you gave him an enema, you could fit what was left in a matchbox.
I guess Pirate Software was someone who said that he worked at Blizzard. I guess he did.
He did.
And so he became this like big respected game dev. He was making an indie game for a long time. And I guess he kept making promises that he was going to release this part of the game, and he kept making excuses why he wasn't doing it, even though it was like crowdfunded and everything. And then come to find out, over the years, his web of lies kind of unraveled, that half the shit that he was saying why the game wasn't being delivered was not true. And then I guess, for what I'm understanding, again, I could be wrong, you correct me if I'm wrong, because this is a very broad understanding. I guess people always thought he was really good at MMOs because he worked at Activision Blizzard, and then he played World of Warcraft, and he like made critical errors and sucked at it, and then he blamed everyone else, so people hated him for it. Kind of sounds a little similar to kind of my early days when like I was always saying, oh, my shit doesn't stink, I'm like conceited and everything, and then I got angry when people criticized me. So I kind of see like a little parallel there, maybe.
Do you have any advice for him?
Oh, well, I don't know what happened to him. What's going on with him at this point?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's kind of, honestly, I respect Thor. I think Thor's a great guy, but he went through a lot of drama with classic WoW, and like I was curious because I'm a big WoW guy. I used to be, at least, and so I was curious like kind of like what your abbreviated version of it was compared to like what somebody like me knows that is a a purveyor in all drama, slop, and garbage. And so yeah, I think that you're definitely like kind of on point with that. And yeah, you were right about all of this. I mean, I would say so. Yeah. And so, what advice would you give somebody who is making content and wants to avoid being a lolcow?
Oh man, for me. I've been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
There was no track record of people who had done content like I was doing to follow. There was no blueprint. There was no history to follow.
Right.
So you didn't know what was right. Back in the day, I would say and do whatever the hell I wanted, thinking I'm never going to get in trouble for this. Here we are 15 years later. People are trying to cancel me for something I said in 2010, acting like I said it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So what I would say is, today, if you're a content creator, you actually have examples that you can look at and you can analyze and you can see what's worked and what hasn't. You can look at someone like me, someone like Boogie, someone like Wings, someone like LTG, whoever you want to say is the lolcow of the day.
Oh my gosh. This is a long-winded version of just Google it, bro. But if you want to know the answer, you can just look it up. Why don't you just give them bullet points of things that you think would help? You fucking idiot. Just give them a bullet point of things that you think would help, instead of telling them in this long-winded way to just Google it. Phil, come on. Oh, gosh, Phil. And the thing is, Phil, I'm not one of your usual detractors in that I don't usually make content about you all that much. Like, if you look at my channel, I probably made 4 videos on DSP. But the fact is, Phil, you're full of shit. You're basically telling people to Google it. Well, I mean, there are other videos that you could watch of things people could do. Just give people a quick bullet point. What are things that you could do to avoid being a lolcow? Maybe don't beg on stream. There's one. Don't make the majority of your content about begging for money. Don't claim poverty while you also have a ton of money. Don't try to sell people on garbage tier merch. Yeah, 4 videos, that means you're a detractor. Oh, I guess so. Just call me tactical detractor.
pirate software.
Whoever your favorite
and
one
see
is.
what exactly, and see the mistakes they made and learn from them. Take these people's life experiences and try to do stuff better. Because for someone like me, I was considered an innovator back in the day. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
And now, you know, here we are. I'm in the situation I'm in. I'm like, well, hindsight's 20/20. Now I look back and say, man, I was an asshole back then. But there's nothing I can do about it now. I'm just living with that.
Sure. Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, there's been a number of clips I've seen about the tears. Have you seen the one with the Tears of the Kingdom?
Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, okay, let me think. Zelda. So that was the one. The meme. I'm trying to remember the meme because remember, there's always a meme about me. Wasn't the meme that I sucked at doing the puzzles with the building shit, and I just like, it was like I was smashing my head against the wall trying to solve the puzzles while other people would solve it like super quick or something like that. I think that was the meme anyway.
Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for me, here's me. I'm ass backwards. If there's something that's simple,
I will never forgive Asmongold for not pulling up the video on stream. How could you fucking do that? How could you not pull up this video? How could you not do it?
What are these? A bunch of little balls?
that's a lot of balls. What are we doing with these balls?
I'm gonna scoop them.
Can we grab them? Yes, we can.
Are we making like a
There's, huh?
excavator?
Are we just putting all the balls in here or something? Once again, I'm just supposed to magically know what we're doing, even though the game has absolutely no explanation for anything.
I see.
I can't grab the platform.
Yeah.
Is it a pressure plate? Right? If I put all the balls in here, does it weigh it down enough that that opens the door? I mean, that's a lot of tedious work. Why would we do it that way?
Gold.
Right? What is the puzzle here? Why do we even need this thing?
Yeah.
For the record, I have no idea if this is what we're supposed to be doing.
I guess all of them need to be in there, maybe. Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna put all of them in there anyways. You probably just grab them one by one, huh?
Is there even a point to this, like, besides weight? Right? I don't know.
That would be lame. That's not the point.
Huh? What? I didn't do anything.
Your work here is finished. I don't have OCD. It's just sometimes you just want to get them all in there.
Clip that one, you sons of bitches. Wow, that was a really ingeniously thought out puzzle, wasn't it? That was one that I definitely needed to use all of my facilities and all of my IQ to figure this one out. The one that it literally solved it fucking self.
I didn't realize he put the thing in there. He created a bridge across the pressure plate. And then the only reason that DSP solved the puzzle is because there was an attach limit to the balls. So every time he attached a new ball, it took an old one off until the thing fell. And he had no idea. And then he the fucking gall, the arrogance to be like, no, that was an easy puzzle. Any retard could figure this out. Oh my gosh. What did Asmongold do? Oh brother, where have you been the last 2 hours? Man. Oh man, yeah, DSP won, but only because nobody really pushed back on the fact that DSP was lying the entire time. And we were just watching the clip of just how badly DSP fucked up with the balls in Tears of the Kingdom. It is worse than we thought. It's worse than we thought. Yeah, the only reason the DSP solved this puzzle is because there was a limit. There was a limit on the number of balls you could attach. This guy was so stupid, he created a bridge with these balls that didn't fit on the pressure plate, and then went and started attaching other balls, and he had no idea why he won the puzzle, and then had the audacity to say that it was easy. Unreal. Yeah. Asmongold, man, giving this guy a platform is hilarious.
There you go. Oh, those geniuses at Nintendo, man. What do they think of next?
Oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, I understand why people hate this guy, alright? Like, to fuck up that badly and embarrass yourself and then have the audacity, the chutzpah, to sit there and go, yeah, can you believe those idiots at Nintendo made a puzzle that simple? Oh my gosh. We got Scrim Podocking saying, I was setting up bug traps in my tiny hellhole of a Goi pod called an apartment. Brother, we're trying to work on affordability. Don't worry. We're coming for you, brother. We're helping. We're trying to make things more affordable so you can afford a better apartment. That's right. You won't have to live with the cockroaches forever. You know? And plus, if you watch Asmongold's content, the cockroaches will be too afraid to attack you. Yeah, that is crazy.
I can't do it. It's like I'm a dunce. I'll have a square peg and I'm trying to shove it into a round hole, right? But then you'll present me with the most complex puzzle or hard boss fight, and I'll beat it like second try. It's weird. Like I'm just like opposite.
Okay. So, how many tries did it take you to beat Moania in Elden Ring?
It took me. It was just half a stream and then another stream. I think it was 4 hours.
Okay. All right. I mean that's probably on par, I would say. And
yeah.
So you.
But
okay, go ahead.
The final boss of Sekiro.
Ishin.
3 tries. 15 minutes.
Okay. All right. That's respectable. It is. All right. That's pretty good.
It's just dumb. Why? I don't know. I just destroyed it.
So
Everyone's
sometimes you're really good at games, sometimes you're not, and it's just like I guess kind of like your way of thinking is different. So sometimes you'll immediately pick up on something, and other times you won't even be able to figure out the ball pressure plate thing. Is that pretty much accurate?
Exactly
Yes.
right. I would say for sure. People like watching my streams because they completely get to see this weird take on shit that they're like, how does he get into these situations? But then how did he fucking do that so quick? You know?
Okay. Yeah. So I haven't seen the Sekiro thing. I'm gonna have to look at it again. And apparently there's Battlefield 6 was another one. Oh,
I did terrible at that.
So
I'm also currently doing awful at Call of Duty. I can't fucking play it this year to save my life. I can't. I'm sucking horribly at it.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, so this is, I mean, it's very interesting to talk to you about it because, I mean, I've heard about a lot of these stories. Like, I've seen the detractor videos and I've seen a lot of this stuff. Do you wish that the detractors would stop making videos about you?
No, because it's their right. It is their right within the law to make a transformative work about me.
Sure.
And to criticize me or to make fun of me. That's fine.
Yeah.
What I don't want and what is illegal and should stop immediately is people who are live streaming me right now because they're not adding anything. They're literally illegally stealing the content and making views and money on it. People who rip my shit raw and just put it up illegally. That has to stop. But I can't stop it because I can't be issuing lawsuits up, down, left, and right. I don't make that much money to be doing that. And plus, I don't want to tie up courts with this shit, with how many people are out there doing it. So that needs to stop. The transformative work stuff, I have no problems with. Go for it.
So would you, if you could you claim their ad revenue for yourself?
If there was a way to do it, but to my knowledge, and maybe you know different from me, you need to be with a partner network, and the partner network works with YouTube to do it. I'm not with a partner network. I'm on my own, AdSense account.
No, that's true. Like, listen, I think that it's funny to watch people be bad at video games. I know, I may be in the minority here, but I don't want to watch some fucking sweat. I don't want to watch some guy that is like some uber professional. I mean, in some cases, like if I'm watching a speed run, sure, it's amazing to watch these guys that are incredible. But for the most part, Watching somebody fuck up is one of the joys of watching video game streaming content. Watching them get absolutely dog walked. Watching them fuck up. It's part of the entertainment. It's part of the joy. You know? But at the same time, DSP not only is bad at games, but then when he solves a puzzle by accident, then takes this arrogant approach like, oh, this game is shit. Like, this puzzle was so easy. Anyone could have done this. No! You literally would not have been able to figure out the puzzle in a reasonable time frame if you made a mistake, and in the process of making a mistake, you solved the puzzle. You did what a lot of these woke SJWs do. You failed upwards. You failed upwards, DSP, and you did so while being extremely arrogant.
Okay, all right, well, that makes sense. I mean, I'm curious, like, obviously, I've asked you a lot. Do you have any questions you have for me?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you. By the way,
yeah.
just to be clear here, I'm not offended at anything you asked. I think that was great questioning, you know, and I think that you were very fair and you were very respectful.
I try to be. Yeah, of course. I try to do as much as I can. Go ahead.
I know that once I go off this stream, you'll probably laugh about it and talk shit about me.
Well, I mean, it depends on if I see the Tears of the Kingdom clip again. I mean, let's be honest.
I don't care if you talk shit about me. I don't. But the thing is, I've had some bad situations with snaking where a couple years ago I was on a podcast. The way that they spun it was, so we're going to have you on this podcast. We're going to interrogate you. And then after that, we're going to have you on as a guest, and we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, initially it might be negative, but then after that, it's going to be positive.
Okay.
They completely reneged on it. After they did it, they basically snaked me, and they turned it into this 3-ring circus, like 3 weeks of content, making fun of me, milking my detractors for money. It was really fucked up. All right, so I appreciate that you have actually given me the chance to just come and talk to you in front of your audience, and I think that it was a fun conversation. I did. I enjoyed the questions you asked. I don't think that anything was unfair or inflammatory there.
I try not to be, right? I mean, I think that's, I try to ask the questions that, I have and other people have, etc. Yeah, sure. What questions do you have for me? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so here's a question I got for you. Honest question, because you're huge, right? I don't even know, like, your viewership, because I don't watch you, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then again, don't take offense. I don't watch anyone, really.
Based.
So I don't, it's not like I'm choosing to not watch you or anything like that.
Sure.
So on an average day, it seems like, man, your formula of content creation is way different from mine. Like, you just kind of sit down and you roll with it. Whatever your people are presenting you on a stream, you're just kind of like reacting to whatever the news of the day is or whatever, which is so different from what I do. So, for example, let's say on a random day you choose to watch a DSP hate clip from a detractor. There's a new one you want to watch.
Yes.
Right? When you watch that clip, do you actually 100% believe everything you're seeing? Or do you think that maybe this could be a spin or a taken out of context kind of a situation? Because I mean, my impression is that a lot of people just watch it for the lulz, right, for the laughs, but they don't realize that maybe what they're watching isn't necessarily the whole truth.
So it depends on the clip. I mean, I think that, like, for example, with, like, putting the balls in the thing with Tears of the Kingdom, I think that you actually fucked that up. I do. Am I right?
I don't specifically remember when I was doing it the first time.
Okay.
But I think that was actually one of the puzzles I did have problems with.
Okay, so you did. All right. So,
yeah.
I mean, there was that. And also, like, I mean, sometimes, like, you've gotten mad at Elden Ring. I think that the majority of those times were probably legitimate. Like, you were probably actually mad. Let me think. Besides that, I watched you play Donkey Kong, and you got hit by basically every spiky thing. I think you probably did. You do that on? Did you? I bet. Like, you didn't do that on purpose, did you?
I didn't do that on purpose. Okay. Now, of course, taken out of context, that's like one of the 2 times in the entire game you need to surf on that object. That's it. The game literally introduces this, and you never use it again. So it's like, here's the one time you need it. Learn it on the fly. Oh shit. Okay. So of course they're gonna have me fail, and that's what they put online. Not the fact that I never had to use it again in the game. So obviously I failed at it.
So it was the game's fault.
No, it's not necessarily the game's fault, but I mean, my reaction's legitimate. I'm upset.
Okay, so all right. And what about? I mean, Mario Kart was crazy, huh?
I do not like this new Mario Kart. I do not like this new Mario Kart, man. I don't.
Okay. So Mario
Kart was
Mario Kart
had a, Go ahead. Yeah, Mario Kart back in the day. There was a combination. It was about your skill of driving and knowing the tracks and items. This new Mario Kart, in my opinion, people could disagree. Mario Kart World is about the items. Like, that's it. Like, there's entire strategies where all you do is bank items and then spam them at the end of a race, and you go from, like, last place to first. And I just don't like that about Mario Kart World. I wish that the game was more skillful, and if you drove well, you'd be rewarded for it. In general, that doesn't seem to be the case with that game, being someone who's played quite a lot of these over the years. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm no expert. I'm not an esports guy into freaking Mario Kart, but it made me rage. It made me go crazy because I want a skillful game. I want a game where I'm driving well, I get rewarded for it, not punished because someone had a godlike item and bypasses me at the last minute.
So a lot of people in my chat are saying that you're right. I'll be honest, they are. I mean, I bought Mario Kart, I never played it. So I'm not even really sure.
Mario Kart World is an incredibly fun game. Let me just be the contrary voice. I've played Mario Kart World, and it's been incredibly fun. The game is far more innovative than people thought that it would be, than I thought it would be with the open world stuff. Yeah, I think it's a great game. I think Phil just sucks at it. Now, I'm not saying that it's above criticism or anything like that. No, far from it. But the fact is that I think Phil just has a negative disposition on these games because I think it's part of his brand and content, but also at the same time, I just think he's not very good at a lot of this stuff. And instead of, being honest about it, he just sort of blames everyone and everything else.
So yeah, those are like, but okay, so I guess I was right at least about all those. And I do think that, I mean, the asking for money thing, definitely you do it a lot. I definitely think you do it a lot. But, it's like that's the way somebody's going to do their stream. I mean, fuck, like that's not my problem, right?
Here's the question.
Okay,
here's the question. Your honest answer to this, please.
I'll give you an honest answer.
You've seen the clips of how I ask for contributions on my streams and everything. I've just told you, in general, more often than not, I actually hit these goals.
Yes.
Okay? So if I have an audience that comes to my stream every day, enjoys the content enough to support it, doesn't mind me asking like that, is there a problem?
Well, I mean, I think that you're introducing a bit of a fallacy there, aren't you? Because there are a lot of people that also don't like it. So you're kind of comparing it to an unknown. So like if you're not doing it and you're not asking for the money, there's not really a control group that you can look at and say, okay, well, with me doing this, I'm making this much money, but if I stop doing it, I would make a different amount of money.
So I already told you that I tried that.
Well,
I did.
for a day,
I did not ask. And I made $30.
I mean, would you really say that doing it for a day would be a good point to kind of? I mean, is that really like? I mean, I get it. It's something, right? But like in a general sense, I feel like, and also, I mean, do you think that it's worth the negative sentiment and negativity where people have this perception of you of like being a beggar and like because you're? It's hard to measure the negative effect of that because you don't know how many people choose not to watch because of something like that, right? So it's very hard for you to come, like not you, but like for a person to come to a conclusion with that answer because it's just impossible to know. That's what I would say.
Okay. Now, in regards to what you're saying here, okay, you're saying basically maybe if I didn't ever ask for contributions, I'd actually get more viewers or whatever.
I think it would, yeah.
But here's the thing, and this is I've been there. Maybe I know you have detractors too. I just don't know.
Every streamer has detractors. Yeah.
Right. For me, okay, if I right now, cold turkey, said to my audience, guess what, guys? I'm never going to ask for a contribution ever again. All right, and I literally did it, and I never did it. That moment, my detractors would move on to another thing that they don't like about me, and that would become the next meme. And the reason that I know that, they've already done it tons of times.
Like with the wrestling game.
But that was a thing for a big time. It is still a thing. Now, because last year I admitted to it, it's in the past. Now it's the begging. That's the new thing. So now the begging is the problem. But what about all the other streamers who ask for contributions? Oh, that's fine. But because DSP does it, it's not good. Right? Just because of me, because I'm doing it. Anyone else can do it, it's fine. You can have entire people who are based on doing things on their streams that you think are immoral or whatever. That's okay. But if DSP asks for contributions from active viewers who like the content, that's not acceptable. So if I were to not do that, it would just be another thing and another thing. And that's the thing. I don't care. And this maybe was shocking to people. I don't care about people who don't like me.
Understandable. I mean, I'm the same way. I have a lot of.
Yeah, but he's lying, Asmon. Asmon, he's lying. Like, oh my gosh, Asmon. Understand? I know that he's saying this because he understands. Listen, DSP knows who you are. He knows your content. He knows your general philosophy. I guarantee it. This guy cares very, very, very deeply about what his detractors are saying. He brings them up all the time. How many times have there been clips on Kino Casino of DSP saying, guys, I'm not going to be talking about Kino Casino or anyone else anymore. And then literally in that same stream, he's complaining about Kino Casino. Phil gets off, no pun intended, on listening to his detractors and then going to war with them. This guy is, I'm above the fray, guys. No, you're not. You're not. You never have been, and you never will be. This is a fucking lie. And this is part of the reason that people don't like you. You are disingenuous. You are inauthentic. You are not real. You don't have any honor or integrity. You're not being honest. You are lying to this guy who is good enough to bring you onto the show. At least have the courtesy of being truthful. No, you do often get into conflicts due to your arrogance, due to your personality and attitude, due to the mistakes that you make, and you exacerbate your own situation over and over and over.
The people that don't like me, and you just got to deal with it. Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm not here to appease these people because these people are never going to come to my stream and support the content. They don't care. They're just there to either make fun of me or make a buck by making fun of me. So therefore, why do I give a shit what they say? I'm doing good. I'm hitting my goals. I'm doing well for myself. Why do I care that someone says that I beg too much? My audience doesn't. So why do I care? If my audience outright said to me right now, Phil, you're going overboard. This is ridiculous. And they have done that, to be fair.
And did you dial it back?
Yeah, of course, correct, right? You got to adjust on.
Wait a minute. So, guys, the only people that are calling out my begging are people that are not fans. Oh, okay. And then when my fans do complain about me begging too much, like, wait a minute. What, you just got done saying that your fans don't have a problem with you begging, and then you literally in the next sentence said your fans had a problem with you begging, but, okay, yeah, maybe they had a problem with it, but I had to curate. I had to tweak how much begging I was doing to find the optimal amount of begging where I could do it too much, but not enough that it made them upset. Phil, can I call you Phil? Phil, you have a major problem. You're a narcissist and you're an idiot. You're somebody that on one hand will say that your fans have no problem with it because you want to do it. On the other hand, you just come out and admit that your fans do have a problem with it, but apparently not a big enough problem for you to care. And I just stop talking. Like, it's better to have people think that you're an idiot and, be curious, be cautious, than to open your mouth and just simply confirm it.
On the fly, you got to listen to that constructive criticism, and you have to adjust. You can't just keep doing the wrong thing, because if I was doing the wrong thing, I wouldn't be successful. But I am. I'm hitting my goals. I'm doing well. Like I said, this is one of the best years, probably the best year in 10 years that I've had. How am I doing something wrong? I'm making do the only way that I can. Like we just talked about some other people. We talked about Boogie and Wings. Yeah. They found success by actually kind of stepping away from their individual content and doing a whole lolcow focused show. Yeah. They basically made a public spectacle of themselves. They embarrassed themselves to make money, and it worked. Wings has actually outright said, dude, I made money like a doctor. Now I have money in the bank, so I don't have to worry so much about my normal stream. I don't ever want to do that. I want to just exactly. Yeah. I had him on the show about a month ago, and I commended him. I said, sir, you need praise for that, because I couldn't do that. I'm the kind of guy, if I was put in that situation because I was offered to be on that show, I can't. Like, it would drive me nuts. I would hate myself. I would hate the content I'm putting out, and I would feel like I'm a detriment to human existence because I put out crap. I put out slop. I put out this drama content that it just doesn't add anything.
Well, how do you feel about my content?
I don't know. I legit, be honest with you, don't watch your content, so I don't know to what extent it is. I've heard that when you react to stuff, you laugh at it more than, like, you're not, when you watch a detractor video of mine, you're not treating like, wow, Phil's a piece of garbage and a piece of shit and fuck that guy. You don't do that. You just kind of laugh at me and say, he sucks at the game, whatever, and you move on to the next. I don't think there's a problem with that. I don't, as long as it's not coming across with a wrong impression. And sadly, when you say things like, well, Phil's banned from Twitch. Well, no, I'm not.
So you never have been banned from Twitch?
No, I've had those like little quick suspensions.
Okay, so you've been suspended from Twitch, but you've never been permanently banned. And you've closed the account. So like theoretically, you could open your account right now and stream on Twitch if you chose to.
That's right.
Okay. And you just don't do that because you just don't think it's lucrative or for whatever other reason, because you can't make any money because you got kicked out of the partner program.
Not even that, because I could reapply and probably get back in.
Yeah.
But number one, once you've been treated like that, why go back to that situation? I'm good on YouTube. I'm doing good on Kick. Why would I go to a situation where at a moment's notice, someone's going to say I did something I didn't do and then shut me down again, right?
Sure.
But in addition, I do have a philosophical problem with Twitch. Like, I've seen over the years.
What do you think about
how
Twitch?
This website.
Yeah.
Sure. When I started streaming on Twitch, Twitch was for gamers. Twitch was supposed to be a place where this is the place if you're a gamer to be. It's a gaming culture, stream game playthroughs and all of that. And then during the time that I was there, which was around 5 years, I saw this place go to this sharp decline of make money no matter what. Doesn't matter what kind of content it is. Doesn't matter if it's degenerate, slutty content. You know, these people who are doing sexualized acts on stream and they're on the main page of Twitch. A kid could see that. Yeah. And that's what's being pushed on the main page of Twitch. And I see this. I see unfair treatment of streamers on Twitch, where one streamer says and does one thing and is treated incredibly harshly by their team, and another person literally says and does the same thing or worse. Slap on the wrist, or absolutely no repercussions whatsoever. Yeah.
I didn't catch this. Oh, good God. Asmongold is so bored with this conversation, he pulled up this chick with the tits. Oh, my gosh. Asmongold is so bored with this conversation, he's so done with Phil that he's literally watching things in the background, and he's looking at this chick looking. Oh, Asmon's like, oh my God, is this guy still talking? Oh, look, there's a chick with tits. Oh, she's attractive. Like, Literally, as Phil is talking, Asmongold is just scrolling and looking at shit on his computer. Oh gosh, oh man, that is too good. Oh my god, what did the Kino Casino guy say? Phil just got felted. Yeah, he just got felted. Oh Phil. Oh Phil. Oh gosh. Oh man. Oh, that is amazing. That is actually amazing. I love this so much. Asmongold's literally so bored of Phil that he's looking at titty streamers. He's literally looking at these like hot chicks in the background. Is Phil? Yeah. And so then I need to beg because like, oh man, this is just, it was too good. I had to share.
Yeah.
I don't stand for that at all. That actually gets me so much. I would never stand to make content on a platform like that. That's going to not be fair. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I feel like I was mistreated in 2021. They are coming down on me, saying that I'm a hateful person, hateful content. What content? Tell me what I did to spurn this reaction. We don't have to legally. Well, then I don't have to use your business.
Fucking based, honestly. Like, I'm gonna be real. Have you seen some of the recent Twitch controversies?
Indeed, I have. Yes, I do still follow some of them.
Did he shock the dog or not?
It appears he did. I don't know if he did, but it appears he did.
All right, that settles it. Let me think if there's any more of them that have happened recently. I think that Twitch, so you don't like how Twitch has turned into kind of like a kind of social, because like, I mean, to be honest, they've nerfed the e-girls a lot. Like all those girls that used to be in like pools and, like selling bathwater and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Inflatable pickle Ricks.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah, for sure. That was Asian Bunny and Amaranth. I know. And yeah, they did very well. And so, yeah, but now they've been massively nerfed, and you hardly see any of those people doing any well at all. I don't really hardly see them at all. And so Twitch, I think that they kind of got rid of that with a lot of the cases, but you kind of have an ideological problem against Twitch, basically, right?
Absolutely. Like, again, why are there streamers on Twitch that say and do things that that's cancelable? That's actually really bad what they're saying. They're calling action against a group of people or whatever.
Yeah.
And then someone else says something way tamer. Oh, suspension. How is that fair? I just don't understand.
I've been wondering that for a long time.
Yeah. They have a select group of people that they like, and they have a select group of people they don't like.
I'm aware of that.
It's that simple.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty bad. I mean, do you see a world where you would ever go back to Twitch? Like, would they have to apologize to you? Like, what do you think it would take?
There is a way that I would go back to Twitch.
Uh-huh.
If Dan Clancy stepped down and there was new management, then I would go back to Twitch.
Wow.
That's about it.
So you want that guy?
So we got in the chat we got Corn Spitz Cough. While DSP was on Asmon's channel, his views went from 20K to 9K, and as soon as DSP left, it went up again. Oh God, that's so brutal.
Guy gone.
I have no confidence in the people who are running that business.
Oh,
that
that's
doing
so
the right things
brutal.
or will ever change for the better. Like, take a look at the reaction to what happened to TwitchCon, right? They got they essentially have someone there who really doesn't want to be there, but they say, well, you got to kind of be there for the contract. Where's the security? Where's the attention to care for these people who you're making be there because they're your talent?
Yep.
And then what actually have they done in response to what happened to TwitchCon?
Well, they lied about it.
Apology.
Yeah.
Exactly. First they lied. You're right. They lied and said it didn't happen like that or whatever. Then they doubled down. Oh, no. Then there's an apology. Now, didn't this just happen a day or two ago? We did a $100,000 donation. Okay, great. But what did you do to solve the problem? Who cares what money you gave? Did you actually change your culture, change the security? I don't care what money you threw because you have big dollars. Fix the fucking problems. Then maybe people will be happy. Why do you avoid the problems? People call them out for this shit all the time, and they don't actually address the problems. So I'm not going to go back. Twitch, here's really what irks me, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
On Twitch, I'm a gamer. I want to stream at good quality. Twitch kept coming to my streams telling me my bitrate's too high. I said, I'm streaming 720p, and it's choppy. Oh, your bitrate's too high. What the fuck?
Oh, because you got taken out of the partner program, so you had the shitty bitrate.
Well, this was actually before then. This was before there was a bit rates based on that. It was just, in general, everyone had the same criteria. So then you would go over to a bigger streamer. They're streaming 1080p, high-ass bit rate. No one complains about them, but they come in and yell at me.
Yeah.
Now, recently, I believe, you can probably confirm this, is it true that Twitch finally started increasing their bitrate criteria so you could stream at better quality?
I think that they have it to be like, they guarantee an 8K bitrate, but beyond that, it's like you can stream at a higher quality, but they don't guarantee that it will actually like kind of go through. I mean, probably better than I do, like YouTube bitrate is way better, right? I mean, you can stream at like 15K bitrate, 12K bitrate, and at that point, you're hitting diminishing returns anyway, so like that's more than enough.
So the reason I bring this up Twitch is supposed to be a site that was around gaming community.
Sure.
They were the worst fucking bitrate for the longest time. So if you streamed games on there, they looked like ass. So it was contradictory to what their whole philosophy supposedly was. If I go to YouTube, I can do twice the quality for my audience.
Yep.
Why am I staying on Twitch? It's ass backwards the way they think, and they dodge every issue. They push the issue to the side. We're so sorry that happened. Here's a donation. Did you fix the issue?
Yeah.
Here's a donation. Fuck you, man. I'm not going back there.
So you're just not going to put up with that bullshit. You don't want to deal with that anymore. You're beyond that. That's another point in your life.
I don't need to be walking on eggshells every moment I'm streaming that some idiot mass reported me for something I didn't do, and now they're going to suspend me or kick me out. Fuck that. I'm done with that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I streamed Final Fantasy 16, and my bitrate was so bad you could barely even see what was happening. And it was insane. Yeah, like it was like you were playing it on like a Nokia phone or something like that. So yeah, it was just dog shit. I mean, I get it. I totally understand it. Do you mind if I take a second? I gotta use the bathroom.
Go for it.
Okay, all right, 1 second. Right back.
All right.
Damn. Asmongold trusts Phil. He didn't even mute him. He didn't even mute him. So Darkside Phil had unfettered access to Asmongold's stream. That's crazy.
All right, so now I'm going to tell you what I really think about Asmongold behind his back. He is... I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it. But for real, I just want everyone watching, thank you for watching. I mean, apparently there's great viewership. I don't know. My stream has great viewership. I'm sure Asmon's has pretty good viewership. And the fact that you guys were actually talking to him about getting me on in the last week was really nice of everyone to actually try to give me a chance to talk. I hope you guys are enjoying the conversation. Again, whether you like me or hate me, it's all good. Really it is. It's all good. Just, I just want to do my own thing. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to be in this lolcow circle bullshit that they pull me into every day. And I hope that you'll check out my channel if you're interested. If you're not, it's all good. Hope you guys are liking it. My stream, of course, says that it's going good, but I don't know in general what everyone actually thinks. I can only see what my stream chat says.
Secret pity party.
The same. So there's 41,000 people watching on Asmongold's stream right now. Just slightly more viewership than I usually.
Yeah, is that it? Only 41,000. Wow,
dude,
bro, like you're falling off.
Slightly bigger than me. Just okay.
I mean, the thing is, Twitch has been dying too. Like the viewership and popularity of the platform has gone down massively. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you're right. Maybe you were right to jump ship, and you're on another platform now, and you're doing relatively well. So you're financially stable. Everything's. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, you were talking about Twitch earlier, and that you think it's very profitable to be on Twitch.
Of course.
But why do you say that? Because when I was on Twitch, I'm not exaggerating now. I made less for each sub I got. The bits, actually, the bits, I guess you get 100% of the bits that they throw you, right? That's true. You do get all the bits. But the membership or the subs, definitely, you made half, right?
Who is DSP? Well, that is one of the questions of the universe. Who is DSP? Who are we really? Let me. You don't know who DSP is. Let me remind you. Yeah. Well, without the PlayStation music, this is kind of gay. It's extremely gay. It's extremely gay. No matter what music is there, it's terrible. The dude was going to work on his hog on stream live in front of the whole world, in front of God and country. The guy went to work on his hog. Yeah. So that is DSP. He is also a lolcow. He's had interactions with Rich of Review Tech USA, Keemstar, Boogie2988, Wings of Redemption. This is a guy that is a bona fide lolcow.
Half of a sub. On YouTube you make more. On Kick you make way more. I don't know why you're saying that it's so much more lucrative to stream on Twitch, because I never experienced that. From my experience, maybe it's changed, but I didn't experience that. That's another reason why I don't see why I would go back. I don't see the big financial boom that I would get.
Well, I mean, for me, back in the day, like with the amount of money, like on my main channel, like we were, I mean, I can just say it, right? I was making on Twitch like a couple $100,000, few $100,000 a month. right? And so yeah, it was a lot of money. And so that was like really not even running ads or anything like that. But and like that's if you do run ads and you do have people watching, etc. But like it has gone down massively. Like they basically just took a zero off of my earnings, and I changed my channel, etc. Right? But like you're right that Kick pays a lot better. So yeah, you've got the the Kick partner program as well, which does extremely well. So
I got a question for you about that too.
Yes.
Do you think Kick is sustainable and they can keep doing what they're doing? Because, man, they are paying well, and I don't know how they're doing it.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious how they're doing it. They're using Kick as a loss leader for stake, and then they're paying for it by the losses that people lose in gambling. That's how they're doing it. We're getting paid from people that are too stupid to figure out math and play slots. That's how it happens. That's what's happening. Yeah. I mean, that's the way it goes, right? I mean, it's a redistribution of wealth. You don't know how to do math? That's too bad.
I'm just curious how long it's going to keep up. If it is a loss leader, what's the benefit there for them to keep it going? Do they think it's going to blow up eventually and be the place that will be profitable? Or
I think that there's probably like my expectation, and this is what they've said publicly, is that there are some people that maliciously use the Kick incentive program, and in doing so, they will probably kind of remove some people out of it that are like taking advantage of it or view botting in order to get a higher ratio of payment. And you saw recently people complaining about that. Is it sustainable? Well, here's the thing, right? Is that in the Bible they're talking about gambling, and we still have gambling. It's not going away. Yeah, it's not going away. We're not going.
Fair enough point.
Yeah, I mean, like, because for a long time I was very, very against gambling, and now I don't give a shit. I mean, I've lost the battle. I've lost the war. Like, I don't gamble. I'm not really a big gambling guy, but a lot of other people love to do it. And if they want to do it, and then I get paid for it, that sounds pretty good to me. And you're getting paid for it too.
I am. I'm in the KCIP program. I'm getting the ridiculous amount of revenue from each sub over there.
Yes.
And now there's Kicks. So, I'm making bank on it too, to be honest. If people say to me, why am I on Kick? I only get like 1/3 of the amount of viewership on Kick that I do on YouTube. I'm like,
you probably still make a lot of money on there, right?
Yeah, it's paying decent. It's less of a hassle. Even though there's a lot of trolls and stuff that I get on there, it doesn't bother me. Let them talk over there, and hey, I'm making the money. Who cares, right?
Yeah. No, that's my opinion on Kick. I mean, like I thought about streaming on YouTube as well. Like I might talk to them about like trying to like kind of make it better, especially with like the DMCA things that happen and the auto takedowns. And if they were able to do that and lock that down, I'd probably stream on YouTube also. So it just really kind of depends. But yeah, I mean, do you have any other questions for me? Because I've asked you a lot.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have much like targeted to you. Like, I know you're a gamer. You're a gamer like me, dude.
I am.
And so I think we do have a lot in common, just probably not specific to certain genres of game. But like to pick your brain, like this year with gaming. How do you think gaming was this year in general? Do you think it was a great year for games? Like I guess you had reacted to the Game Awards nominees. In general, what did you think? Do you think these are good games this year that got in it, or do you think that we're on a downward trend? What do you think there?
I think that gaming right now is better than it ever has been because there are less barriers to entry for people to publish and release video games without having to go through a publisher, a console, or any sort of a like gatekeeping system. So all you really need to do is just be able to make a video game and release it on Steam. So you've had games like Megabonk, for example. Did you play Megabonk?
I did not play Megabonk. People have asked me to do it. I might.
Yeah, it's a good game, right? And so like there's a lot of games like that. There's
Yeah, Asmongold is correct. Now, I don't think it's the best time for gaming. I understand what he's saying. I understand why he's saying it. Yeah, so I understand why Asmongold is saying that, but no, I don't think this is the best time for gaming. I think that there was a golden age, damn near the from the 2000s to 2010s was pretty damn good. We got games like Mass Effect. Like back then they were making games that were amazing. Today we have to get amazing games from like third-party companies, and people had to sort of go their own direction to get a good game. And so I think that in terms of the health of the gaming industry as it is, I think it's never been worse. You have studios that are shutting down. You have businesses that are making decisions that are so completely contrary to what the fans want. Like, yeah, there's just no way around it. That the gaming industry is the worst it's ever been, but the gaming ecosystem is doing pretty good, other than the price increases. The price increases have been pretty terrible.
Games like Ball Pit, which I mean wasn't really an indie game, it was published, but it was made by an individual guy. And there are a lot of instances where I actually think that, like, did you play Expedition 33?
Oh yes, I did.
What do you think is Game of the Year?
Okay, I don't want to spoil because I do have my own Game of the Year awards at the end of the year, so I'm not going to spoil my audience. But everyone knows that probably top 3 games for me this year were either Expedition 33, Hollow Knight Silk Song, or this is a big one that no one knows, Blueprints.
Oh yeah, that was the puzzle game. That was an indie game.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So you've played a lot of those games. I think gaming now is amazing, and I never run out of video games to play. Like anybody who's unhappy with video games nowadays, I think is a retard. Phil, are you retarded? Are you happy with games?
A year ago, I became a PC gamer, so now I have a gaming PC and I can play anything I want, and I'm loving gaming right now.
Yes.
This is the best. This is, like I said, best year I've had, bar none, in over a decade. I used to be stuck on console because I couldn't afford a good gaming PC.
Oh, wow.
Now I have one, and it's like the whole new world. The doors have
So you've
opened.
come out, you've come out of the cave of being like a console caveman. Yeah, no, it makes it. There's a lot of people that are like that. Honestly, it's very common.
It's awesome, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
I had more fun this year playing every game that was not.
Okay, and then they go on to talk about gaming and games and stuff like that. But I think you get the general flavor of the conversation. We've gone in an hour and a half on that. An hour and a half on a Sunday. Yeah. So, I mean, that was, I think, an L for Asmongold. I think it was a W for Phil, because Phil was able to go on the stream and lie. And, I think that he was able to go and lie and not have any pushback. And unfortunately, a lot of people in Asmongold's audience don't know any better. And I'm hoping that Asmongold brings on somebody to set the record straight, but I don't think that he will. I don't think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, Phil, yeah, he got on a huge, massive channel, and Asmongold helped to rehabilitate his reputation. So from Phil's perspective, it's a win. It's an L for Asmongold, because Phil is a begging piece of shit, and somebody that is a bad actor acting in bad faith. A complete lolcow drama streamer. All that. So yeah, Dark Side Phil on Asmongold's stream. Crazy. Oh boy. Well, I don't know why this got recommended.
Okay. Get a shot. It works! Easy! Not so much ranking required after all. I know a certain grown man streamer that... My god! Thanks to Cow Carrot, I got familiar to that one, that guy.
What have I done?
I had no idea that this guy existed before. Very entertaining. I mean, I think, first I was like, when I just watched the clip with the Ame comparison, I was like, I was first of all feeling very proud of Ame.
What is the puzzle here? Why do we even need this thing?
Yeah.
Because it put her in a really good light, yo. Good for her. And she's not even, the greatest gamer of them all. That's me. Just kidding. Yeah, so first I was like, that dude, what? He's like so stupid and annoying. Like, how? Why do people watch him? I just didn't understand it. But then after watching a bit more, I realized it's the fascination. People probably watch him because they're just laughing at him and are fascinated by how you can be that stubborn and that angry and that cynical about everything and blame everything. Like, maybe it makes you feel better about yourself. I guess it's like comedy. But I don't know, like watching him regularly might make you very cynical too.
Oh God. What's her name? Kiara? This is, I made Kiara watch DSP. Kiara, he's already dead. You don't have to keep killing him. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. That was devastating. Yeah, this guy is so stupid and annoying. I bet people watch him to feel better about themselves. Coming from a VTuber. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Now I know why YouTube recommended this. I didn't even expect this. Out of nowhere, this fucking VTuber just buries DSP. Like, out of nowhere. Like the RKO out of nowhere. DSP didn't even see it coming. I need to watch that again. I need to watch that again. That is nuts. Out of fucking nowhere.
I know a certain grown man streamer that... My god. Thanks to Cow Carrot, I got familiar to that one, that guy.
What have I done?
I had no idea that this guy existed before. Very entertaining. I mean, I think, first I was like, when I just watched the clip with the Ame comparison, I was like, I was first of all feeling very proud of Ame.
What is the puzzle here? Why do we even need this thing?
Yeah.
Because it put her in a really good light, yo. Good for her. And she's not even, the greatest gamer of them all. That's me. Just kidding. Yeah, so first I was like, that dude, what? He's like so stupid and annoying. Like, why do people watch him? I just didn't understand it. But then after watching a bit more, I realized it's the fascination. People probably watch him because they're just laughing at him and they're fascinated by how you can be that stubborn and that angry and that cynical about everything and blame everything. Like, maybe it makes you feel better about yourself. I guess it's like comedy. But I don't know, like watching him regularly might make you very cynical too. I can't watch people like him. You don't even know why. Brain melting, hate watching. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily hate watching in that case. I think that's a bit different. It's not hate watching, but like, you're not doing yourself a favor by watching him, are you? Because apparently he's always like that regarding every game for years and years and years. Oh my god. We could never talk about games like that. We would lose perms immediately. Doesn't mean that I'm like dishonest about my opinion. I have some moments where I should probably not have said anything. You know, when a game is like very obviously having some issues, I don't want to act as if it's not, as if it's perfect, because I can't. Well, yeah, clap, clap, clap. Game finito. I'm not gonna praise this game to heavens. Obviously, there were many issues. It was fun overall. Yeah. Every Pokemon game is fun overall. Yeah. And the end, of course, the end was epic, but... well... oh no.
Oh my gosh. That was pretty hilarious. DSP gets felted by a random VTuber out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Man. Well, guys, I think that's where I'm going to end it here. We went over the Dark Side Phil stuff. Yeah, I just want to say something though before I go. I want to say thank you to the guys who tuned in. You people who joined and participated. I just want to say thank you. And this stream is a perfect example, right? We didn't get any super chats. We didn't get any subscriptions. We didn't get anything like that. But on a Sunday, or on a Monday, we streamed for over 3 hours, and it was great. And we went over the Dark Side Phil stuff. This is the way that it should be. If it should not ever be that you have to hear a lecture about payment. You didn't pay enough. No, the reality is, and it should be, that content creators, if they don't get a super chat, if they don't get a donation, should end the stream and start thinking about things they can do to make it better for you. Constantly. How can I make it better for the audience? And if Darkside Phil did that, he wouldn't be in the position that he's in. That's the truth. So, I want to say to you guys, God bless you. God be with you. Jesus is God. And, yeah. I hope that you guys will give me the opportunity to try and entertain you again. That's all I can ask for. Anyway, brothers, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the channel. Thank you for being part of the community.